Ronnie like corners me with business questions now. Like
oh yeah.
Used to be Ronnie was my driver, and I'm coming up in the elevator then, and he's like, "Hey man," he goes, "You know these people who run the Ronnie Block Party?" I go, "No, I don't know any of them." He starts naming people like I'm supposed to know them.
Right, now you're supposed to remember these names.
Yeah, it's Ronnie's business venture. He goes, "I'm just checking. The guy bought when he explains business is crazy. He goes, the guy bought a Long Island theater, which means he rented the theater for one of their shows.
Okay,
but he goes, the guy bought a Long Island theater and he wants to show the movie Private Parts before the block party. Is that okay?"
Oh.
And I'm like, I go, "Ronnie, I don't own the movie Private Parts. Somebody wants to show it.
Paramount.
Yeah, that's Paramount's deal." I go, "But, you know, the real answer is I fucking can't stand that block party, Ronnie's block party. I hate it. It's turned into my nightmare."
Yeah! We're here! Woo!
I don't give a shit about it.
Well, why don't you tell him that? Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Leave me alone, damn it.
Yeah, I just want to say, Ronnie, never ever be smart. Never bring up the block party to me. I fucking here. You want to know what I want? I want you to get rid of it. I want it to go away.
Don't ever say block party to me.
Yeah. Then they're having some cruise with Beetlejuice. It's like anyone they can find off the show, and then it's like there's a whole little ancillary business. You know, Letterman's people don't do that.
No, there's no Letterman traveling circus.
Yeah, there's no. You know, the Daily Show doesn't have a traveling circus. Only I have that, and really, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want. Don't ask me business questions in the morning when I'm coming up in the elevator.
What's wrong? What did I do
Don't
now?
mention the block party to me.
Why? What did I do? What's wrong?
I mean, with that whole Private Parts and showing the movie before the block party, I don't give a fuck about them. I want the block party to die and go away. So every time you bring
but
it
that's
up,
not what. That's not true.
What's
What?
not true?
I was watching. What was I watching last night? I was just talking to Lieberman about the pace car thing.
Yeah.
And you were on there,
Right.
making comments.
Right.
And do you remember your comment?
What was it?
How you make people from around you.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. So do me a favor. Don't bring up that block party to me.
All right.
Especially in the morning. I hate it.
I asked you. I'm trying to do the right thing and ask permission and not fuck up. I don't want to fuck up.
Talk to Gary about it.
Why would I talk to Gary about it?
Because I don't
You're
want to be
not He's not
no,
Gary. It's not
Gary's
you.
the executive producer of the show.
Yeah,
don't
but
talk to me. Listen, Ronnie, listen carefully.
I am listening
talk
carefully.
to me about your block party business. If you got business with the limo, that's what you are to me. You're my limo driver.
Understood.
And you're security. Do you want to talk about that shit with me? Fine. You want to talk about your fucking block party business? Talk to Gary.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I want to hear about it. I fucking makes me want to throw up.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You know he doesn't understand anyway.
I understand.
I love how he says I'm listening while you're talking.
She always waits till I walk out. When I say something, go ahead. What'd you say?
Do you think that I could show the block party at the block party?
No, not me.
You think we could show the? Who is it then? I don't know this fucking guy you're in business with.
The guy asked me. The guy
in other words, this guy
asked me a simple question.
Yeah, the guy's got a direct pipeline to me through you. This is some fucking guy I never would pick up the phone on, and now I got to deal with him.
You're not dealing with him.
Yes, I am.
It's a simple thing.
I had to deal with you this morning, so this guy has a direct fucking pipeline to me through you.
It's a simple. It's a simple thing.
It's simple for you.
It's a yes or no answer. It was no big deal, I thought.
I don't like.
Then every answer is no.
Yeah,
Don't
how about
bring
that?
it
From now on, everything is no.
Okay.
That's all my answer.
All right.
Think of another question, and it's no. Okay, you got another question? So now, whatever question you ask me, it's no.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Gotcha.
Like, in other words, do you think it's okay if this guy that I'm doing business with sells Howard dolls at the block party?
Who said that?
Nobody's saying anything.
I'm not talking to you.
What's the answer?
He's making an example.
I don't give a fuck about the block. I hate the block party. Now you know. I hate it. I hate that commercial you shot for your stupid fucking cruise. I hate it.
It's not a cruise.
Whatever it is. I hate that. I hate that all the people.
That was
Beetlejuice is. I hate all that. No other show has that. I don't want that.
Well, that's not what you said.
I know. So I'm being a nice guy. So don't fucking bring up any more business.
All right.
So that this guy, whoever this guy is, has access to me. Talk to Gary.
He doesn't have access to you.
Yes, he does. Through you. He goes, Ronnie, ask Howard.
No, that was my idea. Ask Howard because I don't want to make any
you
mistakes.
Have an idea, talk to Gary.
Okay,
Gary is going to be your.
That wasn't his idea at all. That was my idea.
Yeah, when you have an idea, as soon as you have.
No,
an idea,
it was my idea to run it by.
No, whenever you have an idea, go to Gary. That's all I'm saying.
It wasn't my idea.
No, when you have an idea to come to me,
okay,
just say substitute Gary for me.
And then Gary's going to come to you and ask you.
Whatever. I feel
What's
more
the
comfortable.
difference?
Oh, it's a big difference.
But Ronnie, can I help you out on this? The difference is he doesn't have to deal with it. I understand what he wants. I'm the buffer.
Okay.
That way
He's the guy who's going to tell you no.
He can give a true answer and not have to be embarrassed.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to say to Gary, is it okay? Ask Howard if it's okay about the Private Parts movie. Then Gary,
should I ask him now?
No,
you want me to ask him?
No, not in front of me. Then Gary comes to me. And
I already
Gary
asked you, and you said it's
meeting.
okay.
No, listen to me for once, and you'll learn how things work around here because you haven't figured it out.
Okay.
Gary and I will sit alone in a room, and I'll say to Gary, listen, I hate the fucking block party. Go to Ronnie and say, you're not even going to ask me, and just tell him no. It's not a good idea. That's how we do it. Gary pretends that he didn't ask me, and then when they say no, and then I'll go, hey, and then you'll say to me,
Gary will be the bad
and then of course
guy.
you won't be able to take that answer, and you'll come to me directly. I'll go, oh, gee, Gary didn't even tell me. Okay? That's what's going on, Ronnie. Ronnie, I hate the block party. I hate it. I'm putting up with it for some bizarre reason because I'm too fucking nice. But don't come to me with business questions about some fucking guy who's got an idea about showing Private Parts. I don't care about this guy. You know, when I was working 24 hours a day on that movie and writing it, writing the book and Len Bloom and all that, I wasn't dreaming one day it would be shown at Ronnie's block party.
What's wrong with that? It's for the,
I don't.
it's
I
for the
hate
fans.
it. I hate it. Don't worry about the fans. I'll worry about the fans. When did I put you in charge of the fans?
You didn't put me in charge. I asked a simple question for God's sakes. I asked a simple question.
How about selling my books there too? Maybe you could do that.
He's gonna
Give them to me. I'll sell them for you.
That's a great idea. That won't embarrass me at all.
It's a movie. It's a movie theater with
Ronnie,
a movie.
Just ask Gary.
I already asked you. You said it was
I said
okay.
okay.
All
What
right.
am I going to say?
Oh my goodness!
I don't want to deal with it.
Did you?
I did because I fucking can't say to people's faces, and he fucking knows that too.
Oh, bull crap. You've told me no to things.
What did I tell you no to?
I don't remember, but
Of course
you've told
not, 'cause
me
I don't
no
tell
to
you
things.
no.
No, you've told me no to things.
Name one.
I can't remember
Because
right
I
now.
never have.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
What is it? Name it.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't
You're saying
remember.
I said no to things, but you
Yeah,
don't
I
remember.
know you've said no
Name
to
one
things
of
to
them.
me.
Name one. Because there isn't one, Ronnie. Get out of here.
All right.
Now, how is this guy going to show the movie, Howard?
I don't know. Robin.
We're
'Cause he's
doing.
not going to go to Paramount and get
Please.
a print. He's going to get a DVD.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's gonna be like watching on a DVD what you could do at home. It's not even gonna have a copy of the film.
I don't know what he's going to have. Maybe he is going to have a copy of the film.
So you don't have any problem asking me that question.
Well,
first
before
thing in
I
the morning
say-
when I'm trying to read the fucking paper.
Before I find out that. No, we were in the elevator car.
What
I
do you
didn't
think I
bother
do
you
in the
I
elevator?
didn't. You weren't reading the paper in the elevator.
That's exactly what I was doing.
No, you weren't. You were talking to me.
No, I was reading the paper, and then you started talking to me.
Oh, so full of shit, man. We were walking up the fucking.
Okay. So that's what you do. That's time for Ronnie's business hour.
There's no business hour. I asked
Leave
a
me
simple
alone.
question.
All I want to talk about is where the car is going to be, and when you're doing security. That's it. I've given you a great life.
I know. I
You
didn't
can
say.
sit
What
there
am I
and
saying?
Hey, you think we could show the movie Private Parts before the block party? I hate the fucking block party.
And
I
just
hate it.
imagine, you're going to sit 2 hours of a movie, then the block party? Why do these people have to be tied up all day?
Instead of going to a block party, why don't you just drive me? There's a fucking concept.
I do this when I'm not driving.
Yeah. Well, you could be spending more hours driving me
I
instead
don't
of
want to
doing the-
drive.
You don't want to drive? Oh, you want to be on stage yelling,
Yeah.
representing the Howard Stern show. I'd rather have you drive me. That's what I'm paying you for, not to fucking go out. I didn't ask you to be the representative.
I didn't ask you. I never said I was the
All
representative.
right, so please don't bother me about movies. Be smart and keep quiet. What are you talking about? Go to Gary. And then I'll tell you no through Gary. Why would I go to Gary? Because
All right,
I don't
all right,
like. Do
all
you understand? I don't want to answer you
All
directly.
right. All
It's
right.
hard
I
for me.
got you. I got you.
You're a guy I know over 30 years. I don't feel comfortable saying no to your face. I'm telling you that.
Okay.
I'd rather Gary do it.
Why?
Because I don't feel like being direct with you about your business
You
ventures.
can be direct with me.
I don't feel comfortable.
You can say no.
I don't feel comfortable saying no. I'd rather do
Why?
it through Gary.
What's
That's
your problem?
I have a problem.
Okay.
Okay? So now you know.
Okay. Gotcha.
So don't piss on me and
I'm
fucking
not
ask me questions.
pissing on you. I don't mind pissing on you.
By asking me correct
If I
questions.
pissed on you, I would just
Here's
go
my
ahead
answer.
and do it.
My answer's no to
without
everything.
even saying anything.
My answer's no to everything.
Okay.
Okay? Now you know the
Not
answer.
to this, though. You already said yes.
Yeah, go have fun showing my fucking movie. Why don't you show the Ronnie
What's
movie?
wrong with that?
Show
What's
the
wrong
fucking
with showing
Ronnie.
your movie?
I don't want anything to do with you guys and your fucking block party. I hate it. It's an embarrassment to me.
So tell us to shut it down.
I told you I didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Well, then tell Gary
You
to
shut
tell
it
us to
down.
shut it down.
All right, well, maybe I'll do that then.
All right.
If you're smart, you don't bring anything up. Just go out and do your block party. You don't tell me about it. Yeah, you
No,
know?
you'd rather find out after it's done and I've done it and didn't ask you about it.
No.
And then you'll really
Use
be
your
mad.
head. What do you have to show the movie private parts for? What is that? You're not having enough success? Why does my movie
It was
have
just
to be
an
here?
idea that somebody came up with, and all you had to do was
now
say no.
Somebody has worked their way into my life through you. I don't know this fucking guy. Who is this fuck?
It's a guy who's a promoter who's buying the
I
show.
don't care. I don't want this guy in my life through you. I shouldn't even know about this
All right,
guy.
so we won't do it then.
Thank you.
Okay?
Okay.
We
Why
won't-
don't you show your home movies? You ever make home movies?
No.
Well, make a home movie and show it to your fucking audience. Why you got to show me over there?
They show it on TV. I don't understand what the big deal is.
Do whatever you want. Then why'd you ask me about it? If it's
Because
not a big deal?
I feel it's the right thing to do.
Then don't bother me with it. Go to Gary. I told you that.
Can't win here.
Why don't you play tapes of the show too? With there.
I don't play tapes of the show. What are you
Well, what's the difference? What's the difference in the movie?
talking about?
Well, why don't you do that?
Showing tapes.
Why don't you show tapes of the show? Show Ronnie movies. Make a movie and show it.
No, but
Who's
then you'll be
stopping
mad
you?
about that too.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, you
Go
would.
make a movie.
No, you'd be mad.
Go make a porn.
Boy,
Do whatever you want.
Make a porn.
Yeah, do what you want. Don't involve me. My movie.
Who's involving you? It's a
You're
it's a
involving me.
movie that they play everywhere.
I come up in the fucking elevator. I'm dealing with. There's a promoter out there who bought the fucking. I don't
He
know
didn't
this
buy
guy.
anything yet. I'm just
He
saying.
bought a theater in Long
It was an
Island.
idea.
Idea.
Man.
Are you guys finished?
What do you want from me? This is what I
I don't
deal
want
with.
it. I don't want anything. I
Leave me
asked a
alone,
simple
Ronnie. I'm in the middle of
question.
stuff. Come on. I'm doing a show. Get out of here, please.
You're the one who called me in.
I didn't call you in. Go back and listen to the tape. You walked in on your own. I didn't ask for you.
They told me to come in.
Well, don't listen to them. I'll tell you when to come in. Never.
Ron,
What?
we talk for a moment.
What? What?
Have you lost sight of your role here?
No! Go away. Stupid. Lost sight of my real hair.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Are you reading between the lines that Howard doesn't want to be bothered with things on,
just
on the periphery?
I don't
on
need
the-
you to explain it. I just got to. Somebody just explained it to me, okay? I don't need you to explain it to me.
How will you navigate?
I don't need you to explain it to me.
Well, how will you?
I don't need
I'm
you
not
to
gonna explain
explain
I'm
it
gonna
to
ask you
me.
a question. How will you navigate going forward? How will you navigate what you?
I'll
can
set
say
my
to Howard?
GPS. That's how I'll navigate, okay?
How do you know?
That's why I have a GPS.
How do you know what
I'll
to say to
navigate.
Howard?
I'll set my GPS to Howard, okay?
Will you be sending everything through Gary now when you just want to say good morning to Howard or something very simple?
What?
How will you?
Don't worry about it. That's not your concern.
As a backup to private
I'll
parts,
set my GPS to navigate, okay?
as a backup to showing private parts, what will you show in lieu of that? Maybe a share concert, something more personal to you?
What are you talking about?
Because you obviously can't be showing private
Who
parts.
said
at the
that? He
block
said it
party.
was okay.
I got the sense that he doesn't want that to happen. And Ronnie, one more thing. Do you think the block party's gone too far? Do Howard's words echo in your mind that maybe perhaps you're using his name to generate
Who's
profit?
using his name?
Well, the promoter that was discussed, the whole concept of the block party. Howard seems to think you're commercializing his name without really his blessing.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
You're making up shit in your head right now.
I think I'm reading between some lines here.
Yeah, okay. Well, read between the lines of your camera.
Ronnie, I couldn't help but overhear.
You're
That-
such a douchebag with this this camera. I swear to God, I can't stand it.
I couldn't help but overhear, Ron, that you're thinking about canceling every block party for the remainder of 2013.
And if I do, is that your business?
No, but I think it's a major part to this morning's show and the storyline that's going on right now. Do you feel like you're making a rash decision here? Are you reacting? Are you being too reactionary again? Are you automatically assuming that...
Stop it with your stupid
I'm saying, like, does it
camera.
Mean, just because Howard's mad today, does it mean you have to cancel every single block party?
Well, maybe if the, like I said, I know the guy for almost 30 years. I can get a fucking straight answer if I ask him a question.
Are you insulted?
Do I have to go to Gary? After all these years, I have to go to Gary and ask him?
So clearly you're insulted by this new mandate.
Yeah, I'm insulted.
You think 30 years of loyalty might have earned you the right to have a personal
this guy about
conversation.
shit that you wouldn't believe we talk about, okay? I thought I could go to him and ask a fucking question. I guess I can't.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Are you excited for the big Vegas trip?
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of people going. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Plan on catching some shrapnel there?
I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of people there.
Can I explain something?
What about? Do you think you'll get?
Go ahead, Bench.
No.
You sure?
You're going to be JD. Will you be? You're going to be at Artie's event, which they're picking the Miss Howard TV.
Me and Ronnie,
right? And aren't you going to be holding a camera?
Well, yeah.
Can't you act like you're in charge? Like, okay, move over.
Well, I mean, it just depends on the situation.
You got to talk to Gandy. Gandy's utilized that stupid camera for years to get laid.
Really? He doesn't seem to be getting laid all that much.
He gets laid. He just doesn't talk about it.
He hits chicks over the head with the camera, and then he fucks her. Listen, Gary is right. At every gig I have JD, when I'm an hour in and I can't speak because I have emphysema, I need some water. So it used to be Teddy, and I'd get the whole place to chant homo. It was great. But now JD comes out, and people love JD.
Right.
When he comes out, he gets an enormous cheer, and I'm like, I go to the girls, someone fuck him. And I guess maybe it's happened a few times or no times. How's it going with that, bro?
It has not happened at all. Hold on. A couple of times there have been, situations where I've hung out with girls, but nothing came of it.
Some pictures, it looks like you're fucking Teddy in Detroit, St. Louis, Vegas, L.A.,
well,
Pittsburgh.
That's how it is.
Artie, you might have to take it to the next level. You might have to say, "Who's willing to fuck JD? Please come up to the stage."
Well, it might turn into I have to fuck JD.
Well, I mean, because it's a lot of girls that have guys that come to the shows.
Tell me which guys. I know people that can make them disappear.
Well,
they could be on a flight to Detroit and be there in an hour. The guy won't ever be found again.
Well, last time you guys were in Vegas, you helped JD out a lot, Artie. Remember?
Yeah, I paid for it. And there's no shame in that, by the way.
Listen.
See the movie The Hangover. The Hangover will make people think differently about Vegas whores. They can be very sweet.
Yeah, she was so nice and clean and cute.
No, right now Vegas whores get a bad rap.
You going to be hanging with Ronnie?
I don't know. I know we're gonna go to the big appearance at the Rick's, whatever.
Oh, I'm going. Here's the schedule. Here's the schedule Saturday, right? And if this doesn't get a guy
hold
excited,
on. Ronnie's Friday night.
Okay, whatever the fuck it is. Friday night, we're going to Rick's every night, asshole.
Okay.
Every night there's a party at Rick's. All right. So Friday night's the official Ronnie party at Rick's. Saturday, if we go to sleep, we get up. And in the afternoon, me, Ronnie, and all the guys judge the new Miss Howard TV. They're expecting 200 women by the pool at the Hard Rock. We're the judges. And the ones that we like go into something called the Chick Pit. And then we cherry pick from the Chick Pit and pick a new Miss Howard TV. Then that night, I'm doing stand-up at the Joint at the Hard Rock in Vegas. Then we're going to Rick's again, asshole, with all the girls from the Chick Pit. And then don't knock on my door after 6 a.m. How's that fucking sound?
Well, I never knock on your
So
door.
you got 200.
Good for you. You and Teddy have thinking I died from heroin and a whore.
Anybody else from around here going, JD?
Howard TV.
Which is what? Is Goodstein going?
I believe Goodstein, Ganji.
Oh, yeah, Doug's going.
Ganji, Brian Phelan.
Benji, please come.
I just asked Goodstein. I don't know. I have to check the Greyhound.
I'll pay for your flight. I will.
Nah, but that feels weird. If the show would.
Don't worry about it. I'm making a lot of money for stand-up. I'll pay for your flight.
That's very nice of you. But
you know what's funny? Don't you think it's interesting? And Howard makes this point all the time, but it's true. If there were a shoot this weekend, say at Jeff the Drunk's house, it would be like Joe and Chris and those guys. But it's always Ganji and Doug for the important shit.
And it should be because, it's an event that was created because of me. And Doug and Ganji and all those guys, they're like my family now. I love seeing them. I love Chris and these guys, but I haven't known them as long. I'm happy they're coming. It's not a burden. It's going to be a big party.
It's not about you.
No, I know.
It's about them having to do important work in Vegas.
I want when I'm voting for one of the chicks in the Chick Pit, I want to be in focus.
Artie, Howard suggested that you should bring your new lady along for the trip, which you immediately shot down.
Howard, that's the funniest thing Howard's ever said. Listen to me. You ever hear you don't bring sand to the beach?
Yes.
That saying means even more if you're dating the sand. If the sand is your girlfriend, you really don't bring it to the beach. No, it's a guy's weekend. I explained it to her. She's lovely, and she's a classy person. And it's a guy's weekend in Vegas. I'm sure Ronnie, you still have your girl?
Yeah.
No, Ronnie's girl gets it. She's cool. It's a guy's weekend. We're not going to do anything wrong.
Guy stuff like fishing and...
No, I'm going to gamble. I told her. These are my two vices. I can't drink or do any blow or heroin. I'm going to have a cigarette in a private room, and I'm going to play craps and poker and blackjack all night. And that's going to be my vice.
You going to come to my strip club appearance?
I'm going to come to that, but I'll just have a cigarette and stay in the corner with the King James version of the Bible. I'm not going to do anything wrong, and she knows that. I'm just going to have a fun guy's weekend.
Ronnie, you gonna hang with JD at all?
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to hang with Artie, but he always says he's going to hang, but I don't.
Dude,
he never shows up.
Dude, that's because I was on heroin before. Heroin people don't show up.
I came in here to
ruin the show?
Yeah, I came in here. I'm going to ruin the show right now because Scott the engineer wants you to.
I'll pay for it.
Pay for him.
He's got it. I want Scott the engineer out there. I want him to have a good time in life. I will pay for. Tell him to book a ticket, get the cheapest coach flight he can find, going through Nebraska and London. And no, seriously, I want him to book a ticket and give me the receipt. He's coming. You're all fucking coming.
Oh,
this is John Gotti talking. Every mother, not the guys who already have a ticket. I'm not repaying for you jerk-offs. McClure, Benji, Scott the engineer, every one of you fucks is coming to the Artie party in Vegas this weekend, baby.
Hold on, Artie. I smell something here. John, could you go to line 11?
Ralph Sorella, you're on the wrap-up show.
I said guys.
Listen, I'm not trying to get a Artie freebie because
here comes Scott.
Because he just said he said buy a coach ticket and I don't fly coach.
Hey Ralph, listen. Hey Ralph, but you buy coach bags. Ralph, listen. The $300 I owe you, I'll get you a ticket to Vegas. We'll call it even. How's that sound?
That's okay. I appreciate the offer. I know it's genuine, but
it is. I want you out there. Ralph knows how to pick up chicks, man.
I have to work Friday.
You have a job?
I do.
Oh, you got to do something.
I'm doing a special of the history of Howard Stern with John Hine.
And that broad.
2:00 on Friday.
All right.
We could cancel it, though.
You could be on a 4:00 plane. You land at 7.
No, wait a minute, Ralph. The all goes down Saturday. With the time change, you could make it. Get on a 7 a.m. flight Saturday. You could be in Vegas by 11 a.m.
He's done it 2:00
nice
here.
Offer. I tried to get in on it like weeks ago when you first announced it, and I said to Doug, "Hey, Doug, Howard has me in judging things all the time. How about Howard TV has me there to do that."
Ralph would be great for that.
Yeah, Doug didn't see the value value in it, but he figured he needed to be there. But
listen, I'm serious. Ralph, if you got to work for Howard, that's one thing. But Scott, McClure, and Benji, I'm telling you right now, you got to get your own tickets. Take care of yourself. Get nonstop coach tickets back and forth. And you give me the receipts, and you will get the money.
Scott, are you going to go?
It's an Artie party.
Are you going to go?
What about a room for him?
Artie just.
Yeah, what about the room?
Not that much of a party.
He's crashing with Ronnie.
Listen, hold on, guys.
We'll get your rooms. We'll get everything. I'm bringing 4,000 gambling degenerates to the joint that night. The money they're going to make's insane. Everything's going to be free.
Private plane.
Yeah,
private
I'm
plane.
not Howard.
As soon as Scott calls home and asks permission, he's going.
No, fuck that.
I'm going home.
I'll give your wife $10,000 to give you permission. We're going.
You got to go,
Everybody heard
Scott.
that, right?
Nothing
That's
makes
a
a party like Scott Salem.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
Ralph.
right.
And stay away from him when I'm gambling.
He'll be at the slots.
So you going to go?
I would love to.
You're going.
I thank you for the offer. I have to talk to my partner. I mean,
you're a fag now?
Wait a minute now. He's been bitching about this for weeks. I should be going too. Doug should get me on this trip.
That's right.
Now get out of here.
Now Artie's willing to pay for it. Now he's bitching.
Hold on.
I'll pay for it. Now get out of here before Opie and Anthony walk in.
Hold on. Scott, why do you think that you should? Why were you saying that you should be on this trip before Artie offered? What's the reason?
I didn't say I should be on the trip.
What? What did he say, Ronnie?
Doug.
Ronnie, what did he say?
You're here. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, jerk off.
Whatever.
He did. Scott wanted in from day one,
but under what's the premise?
Just because it's time to.
You mean as a judge, or
he wants to just go to Vegas.
He didn't say he needed to be there because of some audio.
No, if there's an audio mix, but that's being done by the house by the hardware.
Yeah, that'll be good. Scott's a great engineer. I want him there. And fuck working. You're there for free on me.
Scott wanted to go there and ruin the audio.
Get advice from Hitler.
Okay,
Doug.
I'll be there.
Doug, how did
he'll be there.
Get permission from your wife, Mussolini.
Doug,
you getting flights over there?
Doug, how did Scott approach you? Did he casually hint, or did he say,
"Hey, motherfucker"?
It was as subtle as, "I heard you going to Vegas. Can I go?"
Right. I said, "Do you need anybody to work?" I didn't say.
It's an Artie party at the Hard Rock. Every one of you is just coming. Gary, I swear, I want you to come. Get that thing out of your cock and come.
That thing's out. I got my kid's birthday party on Friday.
Make the stuff come out of your cock that should.
A rock?
Doug,
semen?
Doug, did anybody?
Semen, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
JD, is there a chance that you could come back on Monday having not gotten laid?
Oh, there's always a chance of that, sure.
And if you don't get laid, lie about it.
Okay.
John Hine, you're coming. The wife and kids, kids will be fine with the out. You got $20 million for that website. Give them half of it right now, and just fucking come to Vegas.
I appreciate the invite, Ralphie. So, what are you going to do? You leave it. You're not going to be doing the show with me on Friday and heading out to Vegas, or what?
No, I am the consummate professional. I'll be working on Friday.
Yeah, but Friday, what time you done?
3 o'clock. Then we and Jason are gonna go see Star Trek on IMAX.
Ralph, listen.
My day is booked.
Listen, Ralph, you're giving me a headache. If I would fly Jason out, but I can't afford 4 seats. It's great to be able to do fat jokes about other people now. But Ralph, please, I love Ralph, and when he's around hot chicks, he knows how to talk to them. Jason can block all the ugly guys just standing in front of us. It's gonna.
Artie, thanks. I'll think about it. I know it's genuine.
All right, think about it. Just if you're going to do it, just book it and give me the receipt when you get there.
Artie gets a receipt from me for $2,000.
Listen, I'll pay it because I'm winning, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Watch
winning
what you
money
say,
too.
Artie.
I'm winning money. I feel hot. I'm doubling what I make it doing stand-up. I'm so crazy right now. I'm out of my mind.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, everybody talked about how they think I have a drinking problem and how I should limit myself to about 2 drinks a night, which I personally don't think that's going to happen. You know, I'm not a 2-drink type of guy. You know, I got a big belly. I got to feed that beast. So check it out.
Richard has said before, or at least acknowledged, that he's got a problem and he's an alcoholic, but it's a problem he can handle and he has control over.
Well, everybody who's got a problem thinks it's a problem they can handle. You know, when it comes to that, it's very difficult. Most people, it's very difficult for them to say, I have a drinking problem, because if they did, they would stop drinking. Richard admits he has a drinking problem, then continues to drink.
I don't think Richard's ever going to stop drinking. I mean, he thinks he's a social drinker.
I think he's lying when he says he sees it as a problem. I think he's placating us. I don't think he sees it as an issue.
Oh, you think he doesn't think he has a problem? You think he doesn't think he has a problem?
Right,
He's just saying it to shut everybody up here.
Yeah, because if if you have a problem, wouldn't you address it?
Not necessarily, but if you feel like, yeah, I got a problem, but I'm on top of it, I have some control over it. I mean, that's always been Richard's attitude ever since this came up. He loves to drink. Sometimes he goes a little over the line, and he knows it, but he feels like he can keep it in check. Richard, we're talking about you behind your back, and now you're here.
We get to talk about something we've never talked about on the wrap-up show before, my drinking and my gayness.
Hey, it came up on today's show, which means we talk about it on the wrap-up show.
Why don't we talk about my heroin a little more, you ass licker? Write another fucking song parody about my weight and heroin, you dickwad.
And Artie clearly feeling better right now and good enough to give you advice, and heartfelt advice, I thought, about addressing what he thinks is a problem in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it's a problem?
I appreciate it. Yeah, well...
Listen, I love Richard. Speak, and then I'll talk again.
It definitely... They make it sound like a problem on the air. I haven't had a problem with them because I'm just out having fun. To me, what it boils down to is fun equals drinking. Drinking equals fun. I'm having fun out there. I'm just doing my thing. Life is short. I want to have fun.
And you don't think your behavior changes at all when you're really shit-faced?
Well, I mean, I haven't gone to jail because of it yet, knock on wood.
I'm not saying it's criminal.
That's your gauge.
I just, I get happy when I drink. I'm not an angry drunk, and it doesn't seem to cause problems. I mean, being in a wheelchair at Tampa Airport wasn't a problem for anybody.
Was it embarrassing to you?
No, not really. I mean, you're looking at a guy who, streaks where he works and gets naked. Nothing embarrasses me, really.
No, but in a way, it is causing trouble because now it's an issue at work. Howard isn't being joking when he's saying this. He's worried about you, and that's your boss worried about you. You're getting drunk at your boss's engagement party. People are talking about it more. Physically, your appearance is changing. You're getting red in the face. You're starting to look like Dom DeLuise if you stayed in the tanning salon too long. You're changing for the worse because of drinking.
But
people are noticing that.
Hold on a second. Let me play devil's advocate for a second, just so we can have both sides. Richard, have you ever missed a day of work because of drinking?
No.
Have you ever missed a gig because of drinking?
No.
Have you been arrested because of drinking?
No.
So aside from when you drink on the weekends, does it affect your job or life at all?
Not at all.
Does your girlfriend not want to be with you because you drink too much?
No.
So he can play that in. I understand what Artie's saying, but now Richard will play that in.
But Garrett, okay, he hasn't missed a day of work, but it is affecting his work in some way. It's a subject at work, and millions of people are hearing about it, and it could affect him getting other work. His girlfriend is a wonderful person, but who knows? I don't know this for sure. Maybe she drinks a little too much, too. I don't know, and maybe you're enabling each other. That's something. You two are a sweet couple, but maybe you got to look at that and maybe live a little healthier. I sound like a preacher because I'm an asshole. I've done every wrong thing in the world, and it did fuck up my life. And because I worked for a great man, he didn't fire me, and I'm still alive. And who knows? I may relapse. I could sound like a hypocrite. That happens, but I know that being wheeled in a wheelchair in an airport, that affects your life. People know about it. But it makes people look differently upon you, and those people, their decisions could affect your life.
So what makes you look at Richard more differently, getting wheeled in a wheelchair in Tampa or licking Sal's taint? And I'm being totally serious when I say that.
One he did sober, so fine, and one he did because he was drunk. If he was drunk when he licked Sal's taint, that's why. Okay, he's just a crazy, fun guy, and he did that for the show. But he got drunk and got wheeled in a wheelchair. That's a drinking problem. That's an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic, and you got to admit that to yourself. It doesn't mean you have to stop drinking. A lot of alcoholics just say, fuck you, I'm going to keep drinking. And you're from Kansas. You're a man's man. I get it. I hate when people tell me what to do. But, dude, you're an alcoholic. And I love you, and I love you to death. You're funny. You're talented. You write music, which is something I'm envious of. Thanks, but, Keith Richards did, too. And he was a heroin addict. It doesn't help your life. And that's all Howard's saying. Howard's being serious when he's saying that. And I know it sounds funny coming from me. But maybe a guy who's been there is the one who can help you more.
I just love it because I've never heard Richard referred to as a man's man.
No, he is. Because I mean, look, his father's a man's man. Richard grew up in Kansas. He didn't grow up like fucking Paris Hilton. You know what I mean? He knows how to work. He baled hay. He probably sucked cock for money. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying. I mean, that's a day's work. Sucking cock is a day's work, man. That's you come home and you got to really shower.
A man's man leaves those messages for Will, and the man's man wants to see Brian Phelan naked on the show.
You don't want anybody to think you're gay, but when you were drunk, it affected your life because you left the homoist message on Will's fucking answering machine.
And I've given into that. I don't mind if people think I'm gay because I'm not gay, and I know
because you are.
Hey, Richard,
if people think it, I'm fine with it.
When you left that message,
everyone thinks it.
When you left that message, did you know you were leaving that message? Do you have no recollection of leaving that message?
I totally remember leaving that message. I was just messing around. I was. I call, drunk people call, they drunk dial and call people and have a little fun.
And say, hey, dude, let's go to the game tomorrow. Let's gamble. Not, hey, I want to suck your cock and your ass is hot, Will.
Well, in all fairness to Richard, even when he's not drinking, he thinks the gay stuff is funny, which was proven today when he said, I have a great idea for the show. Let's get Brian Phelan.
Yeah, that came out of left field. By the way, let's get Phelan in here naked.
And you're a bear. You use the word that gay guys use seriously. You said he's a bear.
He is.
Well, I don't even know what to say right now.
I lost you on. I thought he was doing a comedy bit. I lost you on. But look at him. He's so cuddly.
He is. I mean, I'll walk by Brian in the hall and I'll just give him a big hug. And not as a gay thing. It feels good. It's like you're hugging a big beanbag or something. There's just something that feels good about wrapping your arms around something that's big and soft and cuddly.
And rubbing your soft on against his leg.
Well, and I got news for you, dude. When people say when they hug me, it feels the same way. And if you hug me in the hall, I'm dropping you.
I'm not. I know better already.
Okay, good.
Well, Howard gave Richard some advice at the end of the time you were in there and hit it, Teddy. I want to know if you're going to take this to heart.
You worry about you with the champagne and all the alcohol. Limit yourself to 2 glasses.
Oh, forget it, Howard.
That's
Robin,
no fun.
That's ridiculous.
This is what's going to prove to him he's an alcoholic. You're not allowed to have more than 2 drinks a day. On a given day. And you can't wait.
On Saturday, he can save them all up and
That's what I was going to say. If I don't drink during the week.
No more than 2 drinks a day.
2 drinks a day?
That's tough.
And you can't save them up. You can't wait till Sunday and have 14.
Yeah, because if I don't drink during the week, I get 10 drinks on Saturday.
Why is that so tough? I mean, you're a fun-loving guy. You need to drink to have a good time?
It definitely helps. Like, try going to a bar and not drinking. It's just boring.
I do every weekend when I do stand-up. And you know what?
I commend you for it. It's hard.
It takes willpower. It takes willpower.
But I think he's saying you have to do that because it's all or nothing. And Richard's saying in his mind, I've got it under control, but does he?
Under control? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have it under control.
Well,
that's where you're fooling yourself.
I know. Okay.
And look, 2 drinks a day and 3 cocks. Can you do that?
Hey, what's up? This is Will, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about how everyone in the studio took off their shirt to show off their amazing bodies. A couple people called me in, but I wasn't going in there. I couldn't compete with, Jason, Benji, and Artie for best bod, so I'm out.
There was a moment when everyone's shirt was off in the studio. How did that happen, and what was going on there?
Almost everyone's shirt. What happened was if you were in the studio, you got caught up in that. Well, first of all, that caller called. What's the guy's name, Will?
Johnny Boy. John Boy.
Is John Boy gay? Or was he just being goofy?
Which was all weird. He wasn't even being goofy, though. I didn't understand what
he
his
was almost
angle
acting
was.
gay today, but I mean, he got something going. So I know he wanted to see Howard, and then everybody started taking their shirts off. Then they called in Richard, and Richard will do anything. And then Sal came in, and then Artie did it, which listen, he did it when he was a lot heavier, so I can understand that. But they kept calling for Will, and Will was pretending like he didn't hear. They kept calling for me. I was pretending like they didn't hear. And then at one point, they even called. I threw Tim under the bus to try to get out from under it because I just didn't want to deal with it. But Jason took his shirt off. And Benji, of course, too. But Benji's part nudist.
And Robin declared Fred looking the best with everybody's shirts off.
And I disagree with that. Like, Fred had the overall like a great physique. It's very masculine. Howard has an incredible chest. If you look at it.
So your vote would have been for Howard.
If you listen individually on the chest alone, his chest beat anyone in there. Overall physique and shape, it's Fred.
Yeah,
Fred has a great masculine shape.
Didn't look that hard.
And Gary, was there any way you were going to go in?
I mean, I don't need to be in there. I don't need affirmation that I'm fucking fat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to see it.
You thought that's what was going to happen?
Oh, and I, for one, am one of those people. I haven't worked out in so long. Like, I'm one of those ones when I take my shirt off. It's not like, oh, Gary doesn't look. Gary looks fatter than he is. I'm as fat as I look.
Well, didn't Howard say that whoever wasn't willing to do it clearly has some kind of problem, or I think
hang up?
Yes,
I got a hang
sort
up.
of hang up.
I totally have a hang up. I don't want to look fat.
Now, what about you? Often requested Will Murray.
I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with it. Everyone was like taking their shirts off, and I don't need to go in there and be judged by people. It's just whatever. It wasn't like it was gay or whatever. I just didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, but see,
I'm not a team player.
I don't understand you. You're like the girl with big tits who won't be in the wet T-shirt contest. You're at least in good shape.
Yeah, do you feel you have a good body?
I think it's okay.
Are you comfortable in your own skin?
Yes, I'm comfortable in my own skin, but
do you think like people would have said, "Well, wow, it looks great"?
I think they'd be like, "Oh, he looks all right." Yeah, whatever. I don't think it look bad or anything. You know, I don't know. I think you get the pictures are all over the internet of you with your shirt off everywhere.
Horrible,
I don't need that horse shit.
We'll just want some thinking about what it could look like versus actually seeing.
Exactly. I'm sure in their imagination it's much better.
Keep
Richards.
Keep the mystery alive. It certainly is in Richards. Okay, who looked the worst in there?
Well, Jason. I mean, who was that? Well, see, again, Artie looked so much better than he did 6 months ago that you can't say Artie looked bad. And quite honestly, Jason's got 40 pounds on Artie now, maybe 50. And, and then the hair thing is it's a riot.
That's what's great about being horribly, horribly obese. As soon as you lose like 20 pounds, you're still obese, but people are like, wow, you're really getting better there.
Like, Benji, what are you weighing in at, say, today, around?
208.
Really?
Naked in the morning. Yeah, I did it
And
in the
what
morning.
were you 6 months ago?
About, I don't know exactly, about 40 pounds more.
All right, so that's good.
Have you ever cracked 200?
Yeah, definitely.
Fourth
one of our
grade.
weight loss contests. The lowest I was in a weight loss contest was about 195. Not this current one, but the one we did before. And I'm going when I get to 170 now, I'm going to do a Beth Ostrowski makeover.
Nice.
Congratulations.
We only have a year and a half left.
If she's into it. If she's up.
Will, you agree? You think Jason was the
I mean, there
one
was a
not to
couple
look at?
big boys in there with their issues. Like Benji kind of had some like side titty going
You know,
on.
you guys always said I'm trying to
Artie
make my
has
lats.
like just horrific stretch marks the entire
Right.
way around his stomach, and Jason's just an overall mess.
What's with the rash on Richard that everyone was talking about? Like
He had like he had like chigger bites on his titties.
I mean, he doesn't shower for weeks. Is it really?
Is that
much of a
really true?
surprise?
I mean, is that really, really true? Does he really not shower for more than a week at a time?
Yeah, I would say a week stretch would be not
Well, that-
out of the question.
That would explain, your body just gets oily and gross and everything. It's sweaty.
I thought Jason is so odd looking. It doesn't look gross. It looks almost like some sort of animal
It's
or something.
fascinating.
It is. It looks like one of those like a Coney Island sideshow. Like it's a Weevil Boy or something like that.
You
Like
mean he's deformed in some
No, he
way?
looks like he's part animal. Like when he takes his shirt off.
He really is very hairy. I mean, he's very uptight about it, and he's joked about it, how the Korean woman wanted to charge him double, but he really is a very hairy dude.
Well, if he's uptight about it, why is he taking off his shirt when he's in there?
Because he'll do anything for Howard.
Howard
He
ordered
really
him
will.
to.
He loves Howard.
He's very parish. I think that's what his issue is. It's not like a big guy that's like a fat guy. Sometimes they have a bigger upper body. He's kind of like a little slender up top, and then it gets bigger as you get down in the gut area.
Again, not
Gut
to
ass
not to
area.
get too gay, but even like with Artie, Artie does have the stretch marks and stuff, but you could see Artie's got the physique of a guy who was in shape who got out of shape, as opposed to a guy who was never in shape.
Right.
Jason's like a giant. I don't know what they're called, like those things, but he's even more expanded, like a triangle. Those things you punch, but they keep bouncing back up.
Thursday's wrap-up show was all about a legendary record holder who's taken 2,700 loads to her face. Yes, I'm talking about Sabrina Deep, the Bukkake Queen, and we're all fascinated by why she's doing it, her husband Fabio who showed up, and God knows we love to talk about stuff like that. And here's how the discussion went.
The big guest today was the Bukkake Queen and her husband Fabio. And Gary, you never know what you're going to get when the Bukkake Queen shows up.
Yeah, I looked at the website yesterday. She looked okay. I was looking at the notes. I was like, 2,700 loads on the face, the whole deal. But, you never know what somebody's personality is going to be. That's where we trust Will. Will said she'd be pretty good. So she came on and she was willing to talk about everything. But she started to talk about her husband, Fabio, and the weird rules that they have. And Ronnie walks over to me. He goes, Fabio's in the green room. So I said, Will, put up a note. Fabio's here. And Howard brings him in, and he was exactly what you expect Fabio to be.
How would you describe Fabio?
Italian-looking, middle 30s, sort of shell-shocked looking. And he was wearing a weird thing. He had a T-shirt tied around the front of his pants that looked like he was wearing a skirt, but it was just a T-shirt. But mild-mannered, quiet, that sort of thing. Not who I expected to be the husband of a porn star.
Right. Did you have any indication that he enjoyed pissing on his wife?
Well, I mean, the indication was that he's married to her. You know, you figure. I'm only guessing, but if she does that in her porn life, I think that some of that spills over to real life. Even though porn stars say it doesn't, I think it starts to get blurry. So I would assume that she likes a guy who is into some interesting stuff.
Well, he mentioned that he is very much aware of what she does and what she did, and he'd rather know what his wife's doing than not know what his wife is doing.
I mean, listen, you can rationalize anything. His great line was, he turns around to Howard and he goes, listen, you know, I know where my wife is all day. He goes, you don't know where your wife is. You don't know how many loads she's getting on her face. As if all women get loads on their face.
Now, did Sabrina pronounce Bukake? That's what Steve Brandano told me. Is that the correct pronunciation?
I heard a traditional pronunciation.
I heard her favorite baseball player is Carlos Beltran.
And is 2,700 loads to the face, is that a record as far as you know, Will?
Oh, definitely. 2,700 different men. I think JD is like 2,500, so he's just under.
And where do you think the office is that keeps those records?
Yeah, right. There was an actual guy. Remember, we had it was like sexualworldrecords.com, I think, is a website, and he would come bring all these girls in that were trying to break these most heinous records.
Now, do you think she enjoys it at this point, or is it just
I couldn't come
going
up
to
with
work?
I think she believes she enjoys it.
Yeah, I couldn't come up with a better explanation of why. I mean, she didn't seem that damaged. Obviously, there's something going on there, but it wasn't like she was like horribly molested as a kid or she was a prostitute for a while. It just seemed like she liked the attention that she gets from it.
Now, did you guys know that bukkake was a form of Japanese punishment, as she described?
I knew it was Japanese, because that's where we first found out about it. We used to get, in the late 80s and early 90s, we used to get these bizarre Japanese porn movies that we were fascinated with. Like, one of them was one of our favorite ones. It wasn't like we liked the actual act itself, but it was funny watching this woman's walking on the beach, and suddenly, like 50 Japanese guys, surround her. And then all of a sudden, like 10 Japanese guys are carrying a giant toilet, almost like a throne, and they bring it onto the beach, and then they sit down and they all yell at her to shit into the toilet. So we've always been interested in what goes. We know that like Japan has wacky shit going on. They're a very repressed society, those Japanese.
Now, Sabrina was literally up for anything, and Teddy, hit number one. At one point, Howard asked, "Is there anything that you wouldn't do?"
What won't you do? If you were allowed,
what won't I do? Okay.
Yeah. I think you're pretty much into.
Let's start with what you won't let anybody kill her yet.
Would you ever put your own fist up your own? Would you ever put your own fist up your own backside?
I've done that.
You have done that.
Yeah, I just started doing that. Actually, I was really surprised that it went up.
You pushed your whole fist.
How did you do that?
You're an amazing girl.
So clearly, and she later described how it compared to other things being in her ass, but to stick your fist up your own ass, that's a talent.
Well, Will had mentioned that he found out in the pre-interview that she could stick her fist up her backside and in her private parts, like one fist in one place, one fist in the other place. I actually wanted to see that. Call me kooky. It didn't turn me on, but that's almost like going to the circus. Like, you go, they tell you the man with two heads, and you go, that's not possible. They pull the curtain. Like, I wanted to see it that way.
What did you think of Sabrina, I guess, in Fabio's rules? Where they drew the line. No kissing.
It is interesting that that there's. You think that in this world there's no rules, and then you find out they have rules. I like the finger rule, not because of what it meant, but just because of the hygiene aspect of it. Meaning, there's rules. There's a rule for the rule. There's no fingering, but if you do follow the rule of cutting your nails correctly and hygienically washing them, then a finger's okay.
Now, you guys book a ton of guests for this show. Did you think they had any chance of getting on Ellen or Regis on this trip in this time?
They barely had a chance of getting on here.
You got to love how naive they were about that.
Well, see, that's what I loved about her as a guest. She totally knew that she'd never get on those shows, but she found it sweet that Fabio wanted her to get on those shows and was going to make those calls. Did they say that they actually made a call? Did Fabio make the call?
Email.
Yeah.
They sent emails, right?
Yep.
They probably thought, like, Regis people probably thought it was like one of those disgusting spams. They're probably having their computer scrubbed right now.
Well, did you know about the UFO sighting?
Yes, she went into great detail about how she saw this UFO and it actually chased her down the country road for a while, and she had a whole thing. I mean, she seemed to know how bizarre it sounded, but she definitely believed it.
That was another great moment. Howard goes, well, where'd you see this UFO? And she goes, well, it was a rural road in Canada. And I'm going, of course it was.
Now let's talk about that Sibian ride. What were you wearing 2 masks for that?
Well, as I'm running in the door, Will goes, put your mask on. She's a squirter. So
just trying to warn him.
Which I thought was really nice of you, Will. Of
course.
So I went for the mask that gave me the best coverage. And then she said, she even sort of referenced it. It was a lot of talking going on at once, and the microphones weren't all where they were supposed to be. But she did say, do you have the mask on? Because I am a squirter. And I don't know if that got on mic or not. So luckily she didn't do that. But yeah, I'm always aware of that now. Fool me once.
And what'd you think of the ride?
I thought the ride was one of the most amusing rides I've ever seen. I mean, I don't know how real it was. Again, not to get so graphic, but sometimes these women sit on the Sibian and sometimes they ride the Sibian. She was riding the Sibian. She was like really like rubbing up against it, moving back and forth. But from an audible point of view, it was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my fucking life.
And at the end, why did Fabio tell Howard to back off? What happened during that?
I didn't see.
We were trying to figure it out. I mean, his mood definitely changed after the Sibian ride. He got more defensive and was like, all right, stay away from my girl type attitude.
Yeah, I almost felt like it was my fault, like she busted a nut while I was turning the knob, but I didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I turned it up full tilt about 20 seconds in, just sort of put it down.
Just floored it?
I floored it, exactly. I was doing donuts in the parking lot.
And it didn't break any of the rules. I mean, they were clear about the rules early on. So,
yeah. But I wonder if he's ever seen, like, say she really did, like, I don't know, what do you call it, bust a nut, blow it, whatever. Say she came. I wonder if he's ever been that close and seen it, even though it's not under the guy. It must be weird to see it when he's not in charge of it in front of a room full of guys.
I guess so. He was upset. Chris in New York, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How are you?
Good, Chris. How you doing?
You know what you were just talking about? It's funny because that's what I was thinking. He put up his hand at Howard because maybe he's feeling a little jealous of the Sibian. I mean, maybe that was authentic, that she was really getting off on it. I mean, I think it was definitely one of the better sounding Sibian rides that you guys have had on the show.
You should have seen it.
Looked like an exorcism. Right, it was pretty wild.
The one thing I'll have to say, like Will and I have a lot of indicators, which I didn't see on her, which is the shaky arms and the quivering lip and stuff like that. But when she stood up, she was wobbly.
And she was teary-eyed, too. Like, she had been crying, I think, a little bit.
The Sibian fucked her so hard she cried?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Have to clear my throat. Baba Booey was in some weird clearing throat thing today when he was explaining to me what was on our agenda. Every minute he was like,
uh-oh.
But a lot of phlegm. I was going to throw up.
It's that time of year.
It's phlegm time.
Boff, I'm having a hard day.
He announced it? Because
No.
even I'm like a little dry this morning.
No,
Yeah.
you got a cold.
No, it's just I didn't have any moisture. And
Too many berries.
Too many berries.
You need to eat something.
Too many berries.
You need to eat a bird
Have
or
a sandwich.
Yeah, if I eat a piece of chicken, this will go away.
you need to eat a fish or something.
You need
Some sort of animal.
something living.
You need a
squirrel.
roast beef and provolone.
People are now eating squirrels.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm sure Richard's dad.
Oh,
wants
I'm sure
squirrel.
he's eaten lots of things. Roadkill.
He told us he had squirrel. I mean, like when we first met Richard, I think he said his father eats squirrels.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's been like a common thing for a while.
Well, what happened was there was a warning put out that you shouldn't eat squirrels because, well, my warning would be don't eat them because they're rats.
I mean, yeah.
With fluffy tails.
They look filthy.
But they are. But the warning was that they were very toxic, that they were filled with lead.
Yeah.
And then
Where did they pick up lead?
Well, that's the funny part of the story. I guess some researchers were seeing if it was safe to eat squirrel.
Uh-huh.
So they put their guts basically in a blender and blend them up, and they looked around and they saw that there was high levels of lead. What they failed to realize at first was that the blender had lead in it. And so the squirrels are fine to eat. I just want you to know that. Did you guys eat squirrel?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy in the paper said, it doesn't taste like chicken, it tastes like squirrel.
It is. I didn't like it. I ate it when I was a kid, and I didn't. It reminds me of rabbit, if you've ever had rabbit. It's kind of similar, like real dark.
Well, isn't rabbit
meat.
supposed to be like a French delicacy, though? Don't is that true?
Yeah, but a lot of
Howard, I don't know. I've never been to Jean Georges.
One guy said that he enjoys the leg of the squirrel, the hind leg. Ooh.
That's the best part?
Yeah.
Well, that would be the most muscular.
Yeah, your dad, like, he knows no fear. Like, he'll eat anything that lives.
Well, the town that he grew up in, he introduced squirrels to that area.
He made squirrel raviolis.
Well, I guess he
What does he mean he introduced
He caught a squirrel.
You never heard of squirrel before?
Well, no, there were no squirrels in this town he grew up in.
He was a squirrel importer.
Yeah, he did, really. He got squirrels from, I don't know, out of Missouri or something.
Johnny Squirrel Seed.
And he brought squirrels into this town, and they started reproducing. And in a few years, he said they were everywhere, and that's when they started hunting them.
So your father's the direct opposite of St. Patrick. He marched the rats into a town.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think there are going to be any statues erected to him.
I can't imagine.
Dang.
I cannot imagine eating a squirrel. I
Look,
mean, if I was
had
really hungry,
right.
I'd eat anything, but...
But in New York City and stuff, they're kind of like you see them in Central Park, and they're real cute and stuff. But out in the wild, you just see them running around in trees. They're more kind of like wild animals out there.
How many do you have to kill to put together a decent meal? I would think you'd have to eat like 6 or 7 of them.
70.
Well, I mean,
I'll take
if
2
you're
squirrels.
70
like
makes
Artie,
a nice squirrel salad.
How many do you have to kill to eat for 2?
Probably 2 or 3.
Oh, really?
I'd say 1 squirrel per person.
You can get that much meat off of a squirrel?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're a little meatier than they look.
No kidding. I would be more ashamed of that than cannibalism.
Yeah, I'd rather eat a person.
I just saw a documentary about the Donner Party.
Right.
And for years their family wanted to prove that no, they didn't eat the other people. And supposedly one of the women who was a descendant of one of the ones who survived said, "Oh no, now there's scientists have proven that we didn't eat other people. My great grandfather didn't eat another person. But to me, I'd rather eat another person than a squirrel."
Right.
Isn't it
What
really
were they
hard?
eating?
Isn't it really hard to kill a squirrel? To actually take your rifle and hit it? Have you ever shot one?
I haven't, but my dad does.
You said your father's a great shot.
Yeah.
And your dad can hit it from how far away?
Well, they're probably about 20 to 25 feet up in a tree.
Headshot?
And well, no.
If you hit him in the body, it's almost like all the meat's gone.
But yeah, it'll kind of ruin the meat. But yeah, it'll still knock him out of the tree if you hit him in the body. But you want to try and get the head. But
What are you using?
Probably a 308 or something like that, like a rifle or a 22. But
your dad can hit a squirrel on the run?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My dad has amazing eyesight. Like, we'll be driving down the road, and he can see a squirrel out of the corner of his eye in a tree that's like half a mile away.
And will he run out of the car and kill it just so he'll have dinner that night?
No, not usually. He'll just say, "Hey, look over there. You see that squirrel?" Or he'll see a deer from a mile away without even, just driving down the road
He's a real
off
hunter.
the side. Yeah.
That's his thing.
Like, he notices animals all around him without even looking for them.
Well, who do you think would be better at survival, Chuck Zito or his dad?
Who do you want, if you're stranded in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you want Richard's dad, but in an urban setting, you want Chuck Zito.
Mm-hmm.
I think
They're different kinds of
Yeah,
animals.
because Chuck will organize people and get them doing everything for him.
I think Chuck will have better stories, too. I'm a Richard's father. He's got some great stories, I bet,
He's
right?
got some wild ones.
Richard, grab the wheel. I'm going to get us dinner. So, did your dad ever pull over and go, "I'll get dinner," and then just shoot some stuff?
Not really, because he's more of a sportsman. He'd go, if he sees it on the side of the road and goes to get it, that's not really a sport. He'd rather go out in the woods and spend a day, going after the animal. That's more sportsman-like.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Like, does he have certain rules of fishing, too? Like,
real rules.
No, not really. Fish aren't like the same. Fish aren't as hard to get.
Me and a bunch of my buddies at the Jersey Shore when I was in high school, we had this rowboat we took out by the Barnegat Bridge, and it was nighttime, and we would shine a flashlight on the water, and the crabs would swim up to the light, and we'd net them. And we got busted. The Coast Guard came and said, you can be arrested for that because it's not sportsmanlike.
Yeah.
There are rules that you got to give
fair.
It's not fair to the crab.
And there's something called noodling that's only legal in Oklahoma.
You told us about that.
Where you go and grab the catfish out of their holes in the water where they're spawning. They're like laying their eggs in these holes in a certain time of year, and people can go reach into these holes, feel around, they'll feel a catfish and grab its mouth and pull it out. No. Sometimes the catfish are like 80 pounds, and there's people in Kansas you'll see with their fingers missing, or in Oklahoma with their fingers missing, because they reached in and grabbed a turtle,
Wow.
Happened there. But
imagine losing your finger to a turtle.
So that's what all those missing fingers are about.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I knew what the missing teeth were from. I didn't know what the missing fingers were from.
Usually noodling,
I thought they were all shop teachers.
Yeah, your old man's something else, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the guy you want, like your father was in Vietnam, too. So that's the kind of guy who goes. Like, they get these tough motherfuckers out there.
But then when they get back from Vietnam, they all move to, like, Kansas and get in the rural area.
Then they can still hunt and
still kill shit.
Well, when I was growing up, all I ate was catfish because he fished all the time. Quail, we ate a lot of quail because he loved to quail hunt.
Pigeons.
Raccoon. We never ate pigeons. They were too much. I mean, pigeons, I think, carry a lot of disease. So we never ate pigeons, but just all wild game. That's what we lived on. When
Raccoons is the one that I cannot believe.
Yeah.
That just looks like nasty
It's
shit.
actually
you might as well be eating a ton of squirrels. That's horrible.
The squirrel is a little nastier than raccoon.
Should Dad and Mom ever go to the supermarket and just get like a steak or something to eat?
Yeah, they do that too. Yeah, like my dad makes an awesome hamburger too, but just it's so much cheaper and they love the sport and of hunting and fishing.
What do you mean? What does your mom do in all this?
Oh, you never watched the special on his family.
No.
She's got a huge part in this. I mean, the dad goes out and kills it. He takes it back to this house of horrors, the barn, and then that's where he skins them. And then you can watch that whole. There's a special on Howard TV. I don't know if it's still up there because we rotate shows a lot, but there was one with Richard's parents, and then the dad skins him. And once he skins him, then it's over to Mom. Mom prepares the whole thing, cooks the whole thing. I mean, she spends all day on it because you got to get that squirrel and raccoon taste out of that meat. I mean, you just can't fry that up and eat it.
Is that right?
Yeah, she stews it for the whole day. There's onions. There's all kinds of crap.
Beer. Sometimes you put it in beer.
Yeah, you spend the day trying to get rid of the fact that you're eating a raccoon.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You got to get rid of what it is to get it down.
It's vile.
I like to use cast iron. It seems to cook a little faster than your fancier stuff. Cut it down in smaller pieces. It cooks even faster. Okay, I'm going to cut up about half a cup of onion. Stick in there and some garlic powder. A couple of bay leaves. There we go. And it's set on 400, and it'll take about an hour for everything. Wrapped up some potatoes and my baked beans. We're going to shred this. That way incorporate all the barbecue sauce into it, and it looks more like barbecue beef. And I have fooled a lot of people by not telling them it was pig. spicy. Get it all warmed up and just add that to it. The sauce already heated, so shouldn't be much longer. And then it's served.
But when you think about it, like how
but you got to do it.
How is a chicken that much different than a raccoon?
You want to know something? It really isn't. It's a bird. You're eating a bird.
Yeah.
Every time I say that, I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, you guys are eating birds now.
Like chickens actually.
I don't do it anymore.
Chickens actually probably eat as much junk and gross stuff as raccoons.
It's all It's all when you think about what we're doing, like something with a face and eyes, and
and it's hard sometimes growing up on a farm because we have pet chickens. Like we had one named Shithead, and we had chickens that are tamer that we won't eat, but it's still hard when you get attached to a chicken and then you're eating chicken that
And I'm
night.
sure you've eaten a lot of Shithead's friends.
Yeah,
that's weird, making one a pet and then eating the other ones.
Well, when I was a kid, we had a calf that was my pet for about a year.
And then what?
Then he had to go bye-bye and go to the. But
did you beg your dad not to eat him?
I didn't beg, but I cried like when we put him in the trailer to take him away. And
what'd you like? That's pathetic and heartbreaking.
Right.
Did your dad like respond at all?
Yeah, but
did he make you eat it?
I did eat it. Yeah.
He said to you, "You have to eat it."
No, I didn't say I had to, but I just did. That's when you're on a farm. That's kind of part of life. You know, I used to feed all the animals, so I knew I was attached to all
Does it
the
make
animals.
you sad to think about that?
It
You
does.
eat all
yeah.
your little friends.
Yeah.
Makes me sad that a calf is pretty evolved. You know, they can even follow commands, and they can they think kind of like my dog. I will say to my dog, my dog has a bed on the other side of the apartment because she snores. And I go, Bianca, go to bed now, and I'll get you in the morning. And she gets up, and she walks over to her bed. I mean, she's pretty
And now
evolved.
you're going to eat her?
That's what I mean. Like, doesn't the calf, like, even respond to somebody? Like, when the calf would see you, would it get excited?
It would come over to me, and I could pet it, and I would go out in the field and see it. But when we bought the calf, we bought it specifically for eating. It wasn't bought. If it was bought as my
that,
pet.
but how old were you? You were a little kid.
I was probably 10 or 11.
Yeah, you don't understand that.
Yeah.
You see this wonderful little creature, and
could you imagine eating Bianca?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, one day we go, well, we're hungry.
But I wasn't as close to this calf as you are to Bianca.
Right.
But it was something that I would go feed every day and pet. And, usually you're not petting your food before you eat it.
Yeah, man, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a
When
hard
you talk about what chickens eat, that special I saw on Killer Ants, they got into this village and they got into the chicken coop, these ants, and the chicken were eating all the killer ants. They'll eat anything. It's true. I mean, there's
Did the calf have a name?
I think like Caffey or something.
The naming of the animals out there is really crazy.
Yeah, you're as bad at naming animals as I was. I had little pets. I told you my frog was Dainty Jainty.
See, but that's a little creative.
Yeah, but Caffey is really bad. I mean, Dainty Jainty isn't much better, but Caffey.
We were just lazy when it came to names.
I'm going to name, what is this again? A cow? I want to name him Cowie.
And me and my
This
sister.
here's Froggy.
Me and my sister were.
Yeah, you just put an IE on everything.
This is Chicken.
Caddy.
Caddy.
Me and my sister were in 4-H, so we'd get hogs every summer to raise for the county fair, and hogs are the same as cows. Like if you raise them, they get kind of tame. And
Well, they say pigs
are very intelligent.
Are smarter than dogs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're great pets, but these hogs would get huge. I mean, several hundred pounds. So we couldn't really keep them as pets, but we'd take them to the county fair and then show them like at a show where we win ribbons. But then it was so sad because at the end of the county fair, all the big trucks come in to take the pigs away. And you see just all these kids that are so sad that their hogs are going off to the slaughterhouse.
It was like Schindler's Pigs.
It was. It's
And did
really
you feel
sad.
like, gee, maybe I could save one of the pigs? Or
Well, I mean,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably keep them, but the whole point of doing it was they get a certain age, and it's just time for them to be food.
And they're poor people. They need the money or the food.
Well, that was it, too. That was a big part of our income. Me and my sister would sell these pigs at the county fair. They'd bring like $250 a piece. And so me and my sister each get $500. That's a
lot of money.
Lot of money. Plus, feeding a pig is really expensive.
Right.
I mean, you can feed them scraps and stuff too, but mostly we'd buy these big feed bags that were really expensive.
Yeah, so you got to make a return on your investment.
Yeah.
Bacon tastes too good to save those pigs, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's tough, man. Eating your pet
seems like a lot of hard work just to,
it's a different lifestyle out there, definitely.
When you ate cafe, were you like thinking the whole time, this is cafe?
No, not really. I mean, I was a kid, so after a week or so,
How long before Kathy hit the table?
Probably a week, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
I can't really remember.
And then it took a week to eat cafe?
No, my dad wouldn't kill it. He would they took it to the
butcher.
Butcher, yeah. And
your dad wouldn't kill cafe? He would pay someone to do that?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm shocked.
Yeah, he can't. I don't.
He doesn't know how to kill a calf?
No, that's like brutal. I think I don't. Most people can't do something like that.
Yeah, but then you got to pay some dude. Your dad didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah, but that it was a lot cheaper than buying the beef at the store. That's why we did it, because the butcher didn't charge much, and you could get a ton, like a year's worth of meat
off a calf,
off of a cow or a calf. Yeah.
Really, a year's? What do? You freeze it?
We had a deep freeze, yeah. But that's just that's a whole different thing when you kill like that. Killing a cow or like a pig, that's something most farmers don't do. They take it to the butcher to do it. Because that's like really hard to do. Real sad.
Jeez.
Sorry to bum you out.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of funny to me.
It's kind of funny.
But that's the whole story of Silence of the Lambs.
I mean, I don't. I mean, talk about great birthday gifts. Shuli got me the best gift of anybody.
Which is?
He entered me in a Bacon of the Month club.
See, that's the problem with these movies, like Jerry Seinfeld's Bee Movie, and now they even like try to make bees nice little things. Like now, everything becomes like human-like when you take these animals and you start putting.
Well, after I
human
saw
attributes to them,
like when Babe came out, that pig was so cute. I never wanted to eat bacon again after that.
I don't eat bacon.
I don't eat it much.
I don't eat the pigs or the cows, or it's too highly evolved for me. Chickens are probably too highly evolved. I'm starting to get turned off to that.
Oh, come on. Chicken tastes good.
I love it, Deb. What am I going to do?
gave it all up. It's fine.
But you never...
Well, you might go back.
No.
You know, it's funny because I had dinner with my daughter last night. My oldest daughter's like you,
Yeah.
She's probably eating nothing. Looking at that tofu, and then she says, I'm thinking of going back to...
I don't eat tofu even.
Yeah,
That's too evolved for me.
And she actually doesn't like tofu either.
Right.
She says, but I'm mostly into vegetables, but I'm, running out of things to eat. I'm starting to think about some fish and chicken. I go, I'm some father. I go, order yourself some chicken. Come on. I'd be honored if you did it in front of me. If you're going to do it in front of me. Yeah.
The guys are all back here. It's like Robin's like, she like quit smoking 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? And
right.
Just,
all right,
I'm
she's
just
trying.
You,
You're totally going to eat that stuff again, Robin.
Sure.
What
I've
about
gone to restaurants with Robin where we order some fish. That woman, I've never seen her have sex, but I've never seen a happier face when she's eating that.
Right.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
gourmet cooking, so that's what we were eating. It wasn't a fish with the bones in and the head on.
No.
So you cut out fish? Did you cut out milk and cheese?
Everything that comes from an animal.
Now listen to her. She has a cold.
I don't have
really working.
Have
my
a roast
nose
beef
is
sandwich.
stuffy.
No.
Have a roast beef sandwich.
You're getting a cold. I see what's going on.
Fine, we'll see. I'll be fine.
What is that voice today?
Kill a calf.
It's my nose being stuffed out.
Too many animals.
From too dry air.
You need
all those colonics. You're still getting a cold.
You need some calfy parmesan.
Look, you're eating fish and chicken. You get colds.
But like I go to the strip house and I'll get a big steak with the sauces and everything. It's the greatest thing ever. You never miss that.
No, I never liked it as a kid. I used to gag on it. my mother would force me to stand there and eat the fucking steak. I would just. It was,
But you've had to have been to like a gourmet steakhouse, right? They had a filet mignon or something.
Yeah, I don't even remember it.
Oh man,
I don't even remember it.
A good steak, you shouldn't have to put all the sauce on it.
Well, I know I'm kind of redneck, I guess, so I love sauce.
You got a nice steak at like one of these great steakhouses in New York. You shouldn't put A1 all over that rule.
No, I don't. Some of the
Probably one of Caffey's relatives.
I know.
I'm thinking about poor little Caffey.
Descendant.
How old was Caffey when?
When
you ate him.
Well, he was still a calf, but he was probably about. I mean, I considered him a calf. I guess he was probably about a year old, maybe.
Wow.
It's been so long.
How much did he weigh?
Probably maybe 800, 900 pounds, something like
when
that.
You would call,
1,000
when you would
pounds.
say, "Hey, Caffey, come here. It's Richard."
Yeah.
Would he walk over to you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
And then he would shit on your foot.
And then, would he ever lay down on his back or something and help you rub his belly?
No, he never was that affectionate. But he would come over and he would. It was really cute. He'd nudge me with his head because he knew I had a feed bucket and stuff. And he mostly was friends with me because I brought him feed. But
like dogs.
Did you like to scratch him and stuff?
Yeah, I would pet him on the head while he was eating, and he'd wag his tail.
Kiss him.
I never did any of that kind of stuff.
Boy, when I used to blow Caffey.
I can't believe I was blowing my dinner.
Caffey, come over here. I got my hip boots on.
Caffey, come here. You're going to taste so good with ketchup or steak sauce.
And then I used to put Caffey's hind legs in the front of my boots, and when I'd fuck him, he couldn't run away.
I got a feed bag and a blow job for you, Caffey.
He was stump trained. I'd tap him on the head, he'd back up.
There was a guy in Kansas that they caught him in a barn hanging upside down, and somehow he was banging a cow while he was hanging it. He had his feet tied to the top of the barn with a rope and hanging upside down banging a cow.
Hey, Ned, what you doing?
It's called tantric cow sex.
Yeah.
Was they doing it to crystal meth or something?
It must have been.
Yeah, there's a lot of crystal meth going on out in Kansas.
And you think it makes you screw cows?
Well, you know what it is? No, I don't think no, that's just a whole nother perversion. But what it is that we all have this image in our minds of the small town and, rural America. And the truth of the matter is that a lot of these farms are an economic disaster, that the families can't support themselves. The kids aren't really, getting up early and doing chores. They're all, they're converting.
They're getting up screwing the cow.
Well, they're getting up and converting their barns into crystal meth laboratories.
It's an
it's
epidemic.
a good crop, right?
Oh my God, it's
Really?
a bad epidemic in the Midwest. Yeah. We call them crankster gangsters. You'll see these people, they look like skeletons and their teeth are black and rotted out, and
Vampires.
they're just obviously on crank, but they don't care.
That's where those zombie movies come from.
That's vampires.
Yeah.
I always thought the coolest vampire movie would be, see, if we just followed you around on the farm, and instead of animals, we looked at them as human beings who were in the service of vampires, you'd have the greatest vampire movie. In other words, how did we treat Caffey? Caffey was like somebody we fed and we even talked to and pet and all that other stuff. And then one day we just decide to slaughter him and eat him.
Right.
That would be a real, to see life in a vampire house where they, they
have a human farm, you mean?
Yeah, and some of in fact, they might even like some of the humans and then keep them around as pets.
They call them
and have them all naked and shit. You never put clothes on a human, not if you're a vampire. So I started thinking about this. I said, I could write a really cool vampire movie. All I'd have to do is just hang out on a farm and then, turn the farmers into vampires.
Yes, and the animals would be the human.
Right.
What would you call the human pets? Like human-y or something?
You give them names.
Yeah.
This is my favorite, Dracula. Oh, you call him Dracula? Yeah, because I name him after the great Dracula. He's our hero. And Dracula gets to live in the house and see all the disgusting shit, but it's not supposed to freak him out. In fact, he even eats some humans too, Dracula, because he eats whatever we eat. We give him table scraps.
The basic tenet of vampires is they always have human helpers.
Right.
And then the gift they give to the human helper is immortality.
Yeah,
they
but
one day convert them.
My vampires would never do that. I would never convert a dog to a human. Although maybe I would. Maybe I'd say, I really like this one.
Dog.
I don't want to go away.
If you could, would you turn Bianca into a human if you had a way to?
No, then Bianca would be annoying like all the other humans. I like Bianca because Bianca's
no,
a dog.
but Bianca could live forever as
Dogs-
a vampire dog.
You see, dogs
that's
dogs make it very easy for you to love them. You know,
Yeah.
they do anything you say.
They don't piss you off
Right,
and talk
exactly.
back to you. Yeah.
So then I was going to sit down and write
Human
my
beings are a challenge.
Then I was going to sit down and write my vampire movie, and then I was too lazy. I was just like, you know, fuck this. I ain't writing no vampire
You should
movie.
write a treatment or something.
Treatment. I've written enough
We should
treatments.
get some treatments for you.
Yeah.
Mental treatment.
Electroshock treatment.
I would do that on the air sometime.
You want a shock treatment?
Yeah.
Nah.
Make a list of the shit we couldn't do to you.
No amputation or anything, but other than that,
Not a
it's
finger,
fine.
maybe. Come on for the show.
Come on.
For maybe a pinky, but I play drums, so that would maybe a pinky toe.
This is Richard's big day too. My God,
Halloween, yeah.
I got you a gift.
You did?
Yeah, here.
Happy Halloween.
Legends of the Chelsea Hotel.
Oh, cool.
There's a
Thanks,
supposedly the Chelsea Hotel is haunted, and there's a new book out about it. And you could. I told Richard for Halloween, which is like Christmas to him, I got him that book, and I'm gonna pay for him and his girlfriend to stay at the Chelsea Hotel.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's awesome.
How
Thanks,
sweet of
Artie.
you.
You got to let me take you out for a steak or
No,
something.
that's all right.
That's
I'm fine. I'll get my own steak.
Richard's in shock that your gift isn't like a goof or a gag. It's like what?
I love this stuff. I know, like Sid Vicious, his ghost
stabbed
is
his
supposed
girlfriend
to haunt there. Yeah.
Oh, is that where it happened?
Yeah, he stabbed her at the Chelsea Hotel.
Sid Vicious is going to be there.
Yeah.
And Dylan Thomas, the poet,
And Kathy.
when he drank himself to death, he was
He
living
died
at
over there, yeah.
Hey, Kathy's at the hotel.
He did 17 shots of whiskey in a row, I heard.
Who?
Yeah,
Dylan,
but
Dylan
that's
Thomas.
that's another
poet.
thing. Supposedly at the White Horse Tavern in the Village, this poet Dylan Thomas drank himself to death, but that's not true. He that's the last place he drank, but he died in like a hospital.
What if you go to that hotel and you see Kathy, the Kathy's ghost? Moo.
I'd probably cry.
Moo, why did you eat me? Moo.
It's just like
they don't say boo, they go moo.
and he's just like a lame ghost, like,
Yeah.
"Ugh, aren't
He'll
you
nudge
scared
me.
of me? Not really."
I trusted you, moo. You ate me with steak sauce, you hillbilly asshole. Moo.
I'm sorry, Kathy.
You could have been the drummer in Duran Duran. Instead, I put you in shitty bands because.
Hey, I was in good bands.
I put you in the band named after what you threw me into, death.
We were friends. We made love. Oops, I didn't mean to embarrass you, but
He was a male calf. I wouldn't have done that.
Oh,
his asshole.
really?
You
He was
did
a
it in my
homo
asshole.
You were into gay bestiality?
No.
All right.
We had a horse named Fred, too.
Yeah. Did you eat him?
No, he was more of a pet. We couldn't even ride him. He was a little wild, like he didn't like people riding him. So the people sold him to us real cheap because nobody wanted him because they couldn't ride him. But
So would he pull a plow or something?
No, we just literally had him out in our field as a pet. And
Why'd you buy him?
Because me and my sister wanted a horse, and my parents bought us a horse.
You bought a horse you couldn't ride.
How'd your dad make money? Selling raccoon meat to black people?
No, railroad. He was a railroad.
He was. Oh, so you didn't have a working farm where you had to plow the fields?
No, he was more of a hunter and fisherman, and we had like a garden, and we'd have 1 or 2 cows, but he was mostly, all the income came from the railroad.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy
right.
Halloween.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks, Artie.
You're welcome, Richard.
Thank goodness it's the last day of his favorite month.
Richard's getting fat again. Richard, what happened to your karate?
And running. And
yeah, what happened to your
gym.
running? And you're getting like really fat.
I'm getting round like a pumpkin for Halloween.
No, I've been keeping up on it, but for the last 3 or 4 weeks for Halloween, I really kicked up my candy eating, and I've just been really slacking on. I haven't been working out as much because I watch horror movies instead.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've been keeping an eye on him. This didn't happen in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know. I see what's going on.
He
It's
kicked
hard.
up his candy eating.
It's hard, but living in New York, like I love steak and I love a good restaurant, and, and on these
Well, there'll be
vacations,
another meal. You don't have to eat every meal like it's your last.
What's a
He
good
finally
restaurant?
discovered new restaurants because remember he only used to go to one.
Wait a minute.
Well,
now, what's a
that
good
one
restaurant?
closed down. The Chinese restaurant.
The
I like.
girlfriend, they lost you. The girlfriend probably turned them on to
Opening
suburbs.
his horizon.
Like, well, I want to hear what a good restaurant is. What's the best restaurant you've
My
been to?
favorite is in New York City at the Ritz-Carlton in Battery Park. They make the best steak in the city, I think.
So you go to the restaurant in the hotel?
Yeah.
Who found that? Your girlfriend?
Yeah, well, she lives right by there, so we go there all the time. It's awesome. But like Citrus, I love Citrus.
Yeah.
I love the Strip House, all the steakhouse, Sparks, all the steakhouses.
You still live on the west side?
Sparks.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, well, you know what it is when guys like Fred before he got the girlfriend and then wife. Like Fred would eat at this Vietnamese deli, like every day across from his apartment in Queens. Like it was
good.
Had three squares a day there,
Right,
and would hang out. Then when his wife came in, there was a more Vietnamese deli. She started introducing him to some finer dining.
That's
true.
Thank goodness for these women.
So guys could just eat at the same fucking place every day and never complain.
That's guys.
Yeah,
We do that.
Yeah, women want a dining experience.
Women get fancy.
Yeah, but my girlfriend loves Papa John's pizza too. We don't always.
Well, that's why you
eat.
fall in love with these girls because they broaden your horizons and shit, and then all of a
Some
sudden
days
you're
Papa
like,
John's, other days Domino's.
then you get used to that lifestyle of going to different restaurants and stuff. You don't want to go back to just eating at Papa John's every day.
And that's how you fuck them over. You're like, hey, I met a hot waitress at the Ritz-Carlton.
She gives me free steaks.
You brought me here and I found my wife.
Exactly.
No, it's all guy waiters there.
Ed, you're on the air. Hey, I heard you and your girlfriend just moved in together.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is that right? You're living with her now.
When did that big decision get made?
A couple months ago, but her lease was up November 1st. So.
Someone's going to have to kick it up on the showering as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're
You get to shower every day.
Some kind of hygiene.
Yeah, she don't want to smell me.
So will you shower every day now?
Probably, yeah.
What does your apartment smell like? Did you have to fumigate it?
Oh, man, I have like 10 pumpkin candles in my apartment, and I burn the fragrance oils too, so it smells good.
God.
It's going to burn down the whole building.
Smells like a slaughterhouse.
I love like smells, so I got a lot of candles. And stuff.
What are you going to be tonight at the Halloween parade?
You know, I did my dress up on Saturday at Ross's party. I'm just going to observe tonight.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm going actually this building. These people I know that are in this building, they're on the 3rd floor, so I can just look down on the parade and watch it.
It's Halloween. You're not going to be in a costume, and this is your big holiday.
No, I'm more into costume parties. Plus, we got to work tomorrow, so I can't stay out real late and party. So,
all right.
I think me and Ralph might meet up. Ralph is really into the Halloween parade.
Not anymore. Oh, in the parade. Yeah, he's into dressing up. All right. Thank you. Lisa G has a theory that Ronnie dyed his goatee last night.
I think so.
You're
Yesterday
working on-
it was really white.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And even the guys from TV put up a thing while Ronnie was in there. Go, look how white Ronnie's beard is. It looks like a billy goat. And,
God.
and,
so yesterday he was a billy goat and today he's not.
But I didn't see him. I didn't notice today. Did he dye it last night, do you think?
Looks like it.
Okay. Hey, Ron, come on in. We want to see the dye job you did on your goatee.
Hey, Howard, he's running down the hall screaming at JD that he's going to kick the fucking shit out of him.
Well, get in here and show
Why-
us your
why JD?
goatee.
Oh, yeah, he dyed it. Yeah, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying you dyed it because I saw it yesterday and it was white as like Santa Claus.
Yeah, because I was. What are you laughing at?
So what did you do? Because yesterday it was like white. Did you realize how white it was? Like what made you go home yesterday and dye it?
I don't know. I didn't.
You must have noticed. Did someone say something to you?
us.
And why are you going to beat up JD? Because you dyed.
Because he runs with every little thing to Jason or Gary or something, or the TV. You know, oh look what he did today.
I haven't said
You're
one word.
full of shit. Okay,
Lisa, did JD say anything to you about it?
No.
Why are you blaming JD?
because he does it with everything, man.
He didn't do it this time.
I don't care. He could tell me from now until next year.
You don't believe him?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, someone even said in the email on the wrap-up show yesterday, like, Ronnie always is threatening to beat up J.D.
I didn't threaten to beat him up.
You were like, what are you laughing at?
Because everything is, you're talking on the, John invites you in.
Right.
So I go in and I'm talking about something, so I might not know everything, okay?
Right.
This one, he laughs at everything. Everything's funny.
There was even one point where he started laughing, and then I laughed, and then he yelled at me for laughing.
Yeah.
Everybody was glued to the radio.
Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
You were laughing first, dude.
Face. Why is that funny?
Who was laughing first? You were laughing first, weren't you?
Why does he have to be in here? Go to the meeting.
So,
You love Ronnie, right?
I love him, but this one I had nothing to do with. I'm sorry,
okay,
dude.
right, yeah. Okay.
What'd you put in there?
Yeah,
What's the stuff?
Just for men, man.
Just for men.
Yeah.
And what did you comb it through?
Yeah, they got these little brush thing.
Oh.
And so you just did that this morning.
That's a little more elaborate than just a comb through, because notice there's
It doesn't look bad,
There's
though.
like a pattern.
Well, he
It's
makes
got like
sure
a
to
zebra
leave
pattern.
some.
What would you like me to do, dude?
No,
It's
but
a
like
little brush thing.
No,
It's
what
a
I'm
brush.
saying is, but you're like going in a specific way, no?
No, it's got this little brush,
right?
Little small brush, and you just go through it.
But you're not putting it in the hair in your head, are you?
No. I got all gray hair back here and shit. Come on.
But on your beard, you're doing it. But I think you did a decent job because you left a little bit of gray.
Right, you don't go
Well, that's why I try to leave it natural looking. You
Although
know?
I got to tell you, in some spots it's super dark. Like it's
That's
like
funny.
sometimes the dye.
That's
No, like right in the middle there.
It's like a fan.
Sometimes the dye. Yeah, sometimes the dye gets real thick
You know what's
in places.
interesting? Like, see this one part? I don't know if you can see it. Ronnie, just turn your head.
I know what you mean, under the lip.
No. Turn
Right,
your head.
the fan
Oh, okay.
part.
Back.
Right,
Yeah.
go ahead, point to it.
here, it kind of looks like spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, like it's spilled on his chin.
Yeah. Well, maybe I just spilled something. I don't know.
How long does it take you to do that?
5 minutes.
Oh, and you did it this morning because you get up early.
Yeah.
He gets up way early. What time you get up?
3:15. I got to take care of the dog.
So like at 3:15, you're dyeing your beard?
No, but it's about 3:45.
Yeah, because he takes care of the dog
Takes
first,
5 minutes.
Then he dyes his beard.
I would do it at night, I think.
Yeah, well, I forgot last night.
Yeah.
I was tired.
How often do you have to dye your beard?
Once a week.
Wow.
But
Once
you
a
let it
week.
go
Yeah, well,
for
it
a
grows
while.
in, dude. You know,
Okay,
it
take
grows
easy.
in.
All right,
You get
calm down.
roots?
Yeah, you get roots. You get roots.
Your roots are showing.
You get roots.
But did you forget for a while, or did you?
No, I'm telling you, it's a week, and
It's a pain in the ass, though, the
it
upkeep.
is annoying.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, Sal came in and talked about how he's attracted to Tan Mom, which we thought was odd. He also talked about how Cats in the Cradle makes him cry. Then he cried. And then Benji talked about tasting his own semen, and Ronnie talked about it a little bit too. Very strange day on the wrap-up show. Here's how it went.
Sal's now joining us here. And Sal, you hit a lot of stuff this morning, ranging from your little crush you have on Tan Mom, which I thought was...
I wouldn't say it's a crush.
What would you call it?
Just a fetish.
What's a fetish? Like, what's the definition? Like, why? I mean, I know you know what the definition is. Why do you? I noticed that in you. Like, you have this. You used to watch granny porn, which is not really like 90-year-olds. It's like 60-year-olds. But what is it in you? Did something weird happen in your life that sent you down this path?
I don't know. You know, when I was young, there was one person when I was younger. This woman, she would like tackle me down and like try to get down my pants. And
well, okay, slow down. How old were you when this would happen?
About 9.
And how old was she?
30.
Now, why was she trying to put her hands?
27,
why was a
28.
30-year-old woman trying to put her hands down a 9-year-old's pants?
She just thought it was funny. She thought it would be fun. Like, let me see you wee wee, and she would tackle me down, and she would do that. But as a child, I would get very upset. I would cry. And then I saw this lady, like 15 years later, actually probably 20 years later at an event. And I went up to her and I said, hey, do you remember when you used to do that to me? And, you know, she got a little, like, red in the face. And I go, would you be willing to do that now? And she thought I was crazy. But I kind of like that I turned the tables on her and I put her in an odd predicament.
Because if she said yes, nothing would have happened.
No, I think something would have. I would have followed through. Because now, even though...
Experiment over.
The odd thing is that even though I was upset as a child, I now find it hot that she, you know what I mean, that she was going after my penis, which is kind of crazy.
But I think you find it, I think adult Sal finds it hot that she would do it to adult Sal, you don't think it's weird that she did that to a little kid and it might have fucked you up a little bit?
Yeah, that I think so. But it's technically, if that happened to me, I think I should be turned off by older women, but I'm not. I'm turned on by them. So when I see like Tan Mom, like she's not necessarily attractive, but like neither is Mick Jagger, but there's something about them that women find attractive. You know, it's their essence, their charisma. She has, I'm turned on by wacky charisma, I guess, for lack of a better term. You know, her mouth's all crooked. She seems drunk or inebriated some of the times. You know, she's posing on a beach with her tits flopping out. To me, that it just says that, hey, this is a wild, crazy girl. I like that old, white, trashy woman that will kind of let you do whatever you want to her and get a kick out of it.
If you're attracted to wild, crazy, sort of off-kilter women, why'd you marry a beautiful girl?
Because I'm attracted to wild, crazy, off-kilter women for the moment. This is not somebody you want to drag home. Like, you know, like look at porn stars. I mean, they're willing to stick wiffle ball bats up their ass. You don't want to walk down the aisle with them. Everything has their moment.
So these
you don't take the circus home with you. You go, you pay the ticket, and you get entertained.
So the crazy women are more your fantasy.
Fantasy, absolutely. So Tan Mom being loose on the beach, a vagina half hanging out, a tits out. It's like, wow, this you can have a lot of fun with this crazy broad, you know?
Let's talk about the Long Island psychic. Is it psychic or medium? I want to make sure
It's
I get
the
it
Long
right.
Island medium. Teresa Caputo.
Medium.
The
okay.
LIM.
All right. Sal, you've been pitching her hard for months now. In our writers' meetings, I know you believe, you think she... And you had told me about Westbury Music Fair, how you were like, wow. Like, you were a little skeptical, but after then, you became a believer. That's fair to say?
It confirmed it. That I'm a believer. I was on the fence, and when I went to Westbury Music Fair with 3,000 people, the way she would pick out people. I know, if you make a generic comment, somebody died of a heart attack, 3,000 people, somebody's going to stand up. She specifically would point to people and then say how the person died.
But I want to ask you a question, and I'm not saying the Long Island psychic does this. In my mind, she's a psychic, okay?
Medium. She talks to the dead.
A medium. But why... say somebody else did this act, right?
Right.
Why wouldn't... what makes you so sure that there aren't plants in the audience?
There could be. There really could be. But I think that if she were to come on the air and she were to do some reads, or if you were to meet her personally, let's say your family members were to meet her personally, Gary, I think that possibly she would turn believers into some of us.
But wait a second. You said the second part, that she could make me a believer, but you didn't answer the first part.
Which is what?
That you're just... It's a leap of faith for you to believe that it's all real.
No, I'm confident that it's real.
But now why? Why are you so confident?
Did you believe in psychics before? Or mediums?
I did. As a kid, I would always watch George Anderson, which was on Channel 6. It would follow Jackie's comedy show, and he would scribble on a pad. And I went to see him... Hello? I went to see him, and it didn't turn out that well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believed someone in John Edwards, and then I saw that whole special where, they were miking the audience, and then it turned me off. So I believe these people have somewhat of a gift, but I think that Teresa has the ability to really, she has an extraordinary gift where she's able to fine-tune it. And
don't all the psychics fine-tune it? Don't they all? When John Edwards had that show, didn't he know things that only he could know?
Yeah, I guess what makes her different than anybody else who is a psychic or medium?
I can't really put my finger on it. There's just something about her that I think is quite fascinating. And again, being that I saw her live at Westbury Music Fair and what she pulled off was just like, it's just one of those things. It's a phenomenon. You really can't explain it.
And Howard told you, no more Long Island medium. She's not going to be on. We're done.
That I got. But I've always I listen to Howard. He's made me a believer in a lot of things. Like he's changed my point of view on certain things. But this is something where I'd like to do just the opposite. I'd like to make Howard a believer in possibly this.
See, but you're not interested in investigating whether what Howard's saying may or may not be true. You're so sure it's true. You want Howard to understand it.
I would love for Howard to say, "Wow, this." I don't have an explanation for this. I'd love to put Howard in that situation.
I didn't know that Cats in the Cradle was your Achilles heel there when it came to crying.
Being a father, 3 kids, it's a no-brainer.
Well, actually, it's not. I think that again, to explain to you why...
Gary, you're not in my head. You can't explain what I'm...
But you're a good father. I think it's because you didn't have a great father. The song is sad to you.
It might be that, but I also think that whenever my son wants me to do something, the first thing that pops in my head is Cats in the Cradle. And I'm thinking I better do this because I don't want to be at a point in my life where I'm going to regret not sharing those special moments with my son.
Like someone you know really well.
Like my dad, right. That I get it. But I look at it's just a sad thing. The whole thing is
What
horrible.
specific part of the song gets to you?
At the end.
When the kid has no time for his dad,
right?
When he's old and decrepit,
right? I don't want to talk about it.
You would get emotional.
No, because like there would be nothing worse for a father to hear his son saying, "I don't have time for you." It's just horrible. It's just horrible.
Wait, are you talking about the part where he says he grew up just like him and he makes
and
that?
his father's right, and I never, I don't want to talk about it. It's just, there are some people you don't want to be like.
Hey, Sal, why don't you seriously, and obviously it gets too emotional, but why don't you sing the last few lines? I'm not trying to make a dickhead.
I don't get to the point.
Why don't you go through it?
I couldn't sing it.
Yes, it'll be fasting on the air, but why don't you go through it right now?
I can't sing it because I shut it off.
Well, don't sing it. Just say it.
Have you ever listened to the entire song?
It's not trying to
make you a
dick. Of course I have. And then when it gets to the end, it's just horrible.
Well, the end, he realizes that he's turned into his dad, even though he didn't want to be that.
My makeup's running.
But it always does. But do you think? You've gone out of your way to not be like your dad. So I don't understand why it would get to you there. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're great with your kids, and you do take the time. So why would it tear you up?
I don't know. Just the thought that I think I have a fear that I might end up that way. Like, I might do that.
Well, if you haven't already, you probably won't.
I haven't.
You probably won't. I just came up with a great game for the show. I think that Sal should be in one isolation booth, and I should be in the other one.
Who breaks first?
And we should play the songs that make us cry and see who breaks first.
I think a lot of fathers feel that way about Cats in the Cradle.
Have you ever, because like Gary's saying, you sort of said it's, that a lot of people think it's more about what you went through as a kid. Have you ever talked to your dad about it at all?
No, there's no talk. That's not happening. Not happening at all. I went to a therapist, and he brought up all the father stuff, and you know what? I even bailed on therapy.
But why?
Because I just didn't want to go there. I felt like I was just digging into a barrel, and all the gunk was coming back up.
I think that's what they do, and then you're supposed to clean the barrel. And
I dumped the barrel and I threw it in the river.
Well, that's supposed to be healthy though, because you get it out and you confront it, and then you can kind of deal with it.
Right. I think I deal with it now. I get along great with my dad. I've forgiven my father, and that's it.
But here's the thing that's weird that a therapist are talking about. You're forgiving your father, but your father has no idea what you've forgiven him for.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Did it happen the first time you heard the song? Like at what point did it click in?
As my children got older and as I got more involved in their activities, like my son with football, my other son is a drummer, stuff like that, and when. That's primarily it. As my children are growing and as I'm with them and involved with them, now when the song comes on, it affects me.
When your dad sees what you do now, I mean, how successful you've become, I'm sure he's proud of you. He's told you that, right?
Yeah, he's definitely proud of me. There's been a little, backlash here and there. He was at a wedding and my cousin's a comedian, so he goes, Sal right now, he's in Las Vegas doing comedy. Well, what are you doing? Like he says that to my cousin.
Right.
He goes, oh, yeah, your big shot son who just last week kissed another man's asshole on the air for 20 million people to hear. So my dad kind of was like, walked away. And I was proud of my cousin. I'm like, good.
Yeah,
why would you do that? You're prodding somebody.
Right. If you're going to be contentious, you got to be willing to take the shit.
Right. I learned that the hard way in this show, that's for sure. But but for the most part, yeah, my dad's very proud. A little bit too proud. Everywhere I go, I'm like, Dad, please trust me on this.
How come there's no Sal the Stockbroker wine available?
He wants to open up Sal the Stockbroker restaurant.
And what would I get there?
I don't know. I have no idea. But he goes we should open a restaurant called Sal the Stock. I go, that's ridiculous.
I think that was an episode of The Honeymooners.
Really?
Yes.
Probably.
Would you do that?
No, not Sal the Stockbrokers.
I know you love to cook. Your father loves food. I mean, that could make sense.
He says it to my son. We're on a cruise. He goes, Antonio, what would you name a restaurant if we opened it up? And Antonio goes, how about Antonio's? And he goes, no, you idiot. Sal the Stockbrokers. And I'm like, Dad, it's your grandchild. And I turned to him. I go, it'll be called Antonio's. But no, I'm not going to name something Sal the Stockbrokers.
But that example shows you're a good dad.
Well, I try to be, yeah, in that sense. But yeah. I am.
All right,
I know that part. It's stuff that I grew up with is a little different. That's all. But maybe it's a combination of what Gary said, the way I grew up versus the father that I want.
I feel for you though. When you I've had a lot of conversations with Sal off the air with his family stories, and I feel for him. He took a lot of shit.
Yeah, but it's all good. It makes you who you are.
Yeah, that's a great thing to not deal with it.
Yeah.
I had a guy who used to work for me used to say the same thing. My father made me that way, right? That's why I'm as good as I am. My dad helped me out by yelling at me.
Well, for some people, it's too painful to confront. It's easier not to go there to get through the day. I get that.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, Benji, let's talk about getting through your day. Today, you revealed to Howard that you tasted your own cum, and Howard thought you were out of your mind.
Well, what I've said was, which I think most guys have probably done out of curiosity, is I put my tongue against it out of curiosity because I know girls eat it and saw what the taste was. I would find it disgusting also if I think about it.
That would be tasting it. But was there anybody?
No. I said I put my tongue against it. The same.
Against
way you
what?
probably have you ever put your tongue against your arm when you're sweating?
Yes. So you put your tongue against your dick?
No. Yeah.
No, I'm not getting
I'm
it.
incredibly flexible.
I don't know. You put your tongue against what?
My guess is you probably jerked off.
I did this thing where you rub your penis,
Right.
and then you orgasm,
Right.
And I had ejaculate,
Right.
and ejaculate was on my hand.
Got it.
And I was curious, like, 'cause I know women taste it, so I put my tongue against it just to see what it was like.
No,
yes,
so-
if I ate it, it would be
So
disgusting.
you
and-
licked your own cum without moving your tongue.
What?
You licked your own cum without making the licking motion.
I put my tongue against it.
Yeah.
I think
so you
most.
licked it.
I would think that's not that rare to have done that.
Sal, you think that's rare?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, Sal, come on, come clean. Literally.
I can't follow Benji's story.
But you have a story.
It's just the same. It literally is word for word. The odd thing is, like Benji says, it's not rare. It's same thing happened to me. I was curious. I just gave it a little dab with my tongue. I was 15 years old. I was at my grandfather's house, and he makes his homemade wine. So I was drinking one day, and I was 15. At that time, I was jerking off like a wild monkey, and I was in the bathroom. I jacked off again. And I was drunk. I'm like, let me give it a little, just let me see what this is all about. And I gave it a little taste. That was it.
How would you
What's
describe
weird is when
the
it's Sal and I've done it for each other.
How would you describe the taste?
I really don't remember. I really don't. I really couldn't tell you. I mean, I could tell you it was salty and gooey. I really couldn't say that.
Benji, any recollection?
I can't say that.
Sal's or mine?
Yours.
Sal, salty. A salty kind of thing.
We've all kissed a chick after she's
Yeah.
blown us.
I haven't done that.
You never got a hint of your own jizz? Never.
I've gone out of my way not to do that, and I'm not passing judgment. It's just I don't have a curiosity there, and yeah, I've been yelled at by women. I just did that thing for you, and now you won't kiss me, and I'm like, yeah, all right, guilty as charged.
How about you,
John? Yeah,
80 blowjobs. They never came back up and shared a little bit of your own sauce.
No, I've kissed a woman afterwards, but I don't know. I didn't recognize a taste one
You
way or
did,
the
but
other.
you ignored. You put it at the back of your head. We all get that.
You've never even tasted like the mouth tastes a little different from your cock.
I truthfully never.
Everybody
didn't
gets a
notice.
zing of that salt water that hits the back of your mouth. Like, okay, let's just move on. It's like when a girl queefs when you're having sex. You pretend you didn't hear it. When you taste
No, you
your own.
don't. You expose it and make fun of her. and laugh.
No. That's not a good idea.
I've never tasted jizz.
I have.
When did you taste your own cum?
He didn't say his own.
I didn't say. Well, yeah, kind of.
How so?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a long story. You don't have enough time.
We got time. We
Wait,
can go.
you
I
late.
don't have enough time.
You haven't tasted anyone else's.
We can
have
go
you?
late.
What?
Don't worry about it.
You haven't tasted anyone else's.
Not
have
a
you?
guy's. What the hell is wrong with you? Not a guy's. No. Have I tasted my own? Yeah, I got this thing that I do with girls, So
What thing?
You're not into felching, are you?
What?
Felching?
What the hell's that?
That's where I can't
That's
even-
something
you
I
know
don't
what?
know. What is
It's-
felching?
You people will look it up. It's so disgusting.
What is it? Quick, man. We don't have much
Actually,
time.
Ronnie,
You
let's
talking
hear.
about snowballing?
Hold on. Let's
Sort
see
of,
what Ronnie
no.
has to say, and then maybe we can match it up.
So
What's-
I got this.
what's your thing?
I got this thing that I do with girls that you take the head of your dick, and you take the little.
Hurry up.
There's a lady in the room.
Hurry up.
right?
Oh, well, I got a minute.
There usually is when you do it too.
And you take your little pee hole, right?
Yeah.
And you put it like right on her nipple of her boob.
Okay.
Right.
And you like rub it around. It gets them all turned on. And of course you have a little leakage from your,
It's called urine.
Yeah. No, not urine.
Pre-cum?
Yeah, pre-cum.
Pre-semen.
You get a little pre-semen, and then, if you happen to, suck on the girl's boob, you're tasting your own stuff.
What does
Dude,
it
how
taste?
big
What
are-
does it what does it taste like?
What?
What does it taste?
It's a little
like?
salty.
Is it like bitter or?
No,
you don't
it's a
mind?
little salty.
Okay, sorry. What are you gonna say?
Like salt water,
how
kind of.
big is your dick hole that you could
No,
wrap it around a nipple?
No, you don't wrap it around it.
I'm thinking like a largemouth
Idiot.
bass. Your
Idiot.
cock must look like a fish.
You don't wrap it around it, idiot.
You poke the nipple through your dick hole. You
Yeah,
poke.
well, as much as you can. I'm not saying you wrap it around it.
I think you're sticking the dick hole right into the
Yeah,
nipple.
what do you think? It's like a pencil eraser you stick in there?
All right, we got to
That's
go.
wild.
All right, and with that, we're going to wrap up this edition of the Wrap Up Show. On Tuesday's Wrap Up Show, I had a new co-host. Yes, Natalie Maines co-hosted the Wrap Up Show. We talked about Gary, we talked about her performance, we talked about a lot of stuff, and Natalie has a lot of opinions. Enjoy. Natalie, you were a huge part of the show today. We're going to discuss your appearance and how you really feel about Gary and how Gary feels about you. I think we should break that down. And, of course, how you feel about Howard, who I know you love.
Yes.
Howard is not looking forward to his trip to Chicago, and with AGT, it's wearing him down, it seems. And, you know, he's got that and the Vegas week and a couple other things before things kick in at Radio City. And sometimes Howard complains about doing something, but then he gets there and he's okay. And, you know, he always makes the best of it.
Right.
But could you sense that he was a little, you know, worn down or wary of what he has going on this week?
Well, he always complains when he has to travel and fly. But I asked him if he was liking the show less this year. And he said no, just the schedule. He regrets not having his time off. And I regret these 2-day weeks.
Yeah, I know you do. I think he misses, and yes, don't call in and say, I mean, Howard's getting paid very well to do AGT. We all know that. But when you're doing this show, and then during the off time, you're doing AGT, you're not leaving a lot of time for you.
And Howard doesn't, for me specifically, really.
Yeah, for Natalie, exactly.
That's everyone's problem. But Howard, what was I going to say? Shoot. Howard, crap, it left my mind. I'm sorry.
We're talking about
something brilliant, I'm sure.
His vacation time, if you will.
Oh, yes. And I was just going to say, Howard doesn't need the money. You know, he did it because he loves the show and he loves that. But I don't think he likes being pulled 2 different directions, which I can relate to.
I agree with you there.
Yeah, too much.
Gary knows that Beth doesn't want to sleep with him, which we learned in that game. Howard reassured Gary that she doesn't want to sleep. But I don't think Gary was under any false
I missed the game because I was probably traveling here. What was the game?
It's who would your wife bang and who would be the least likely to bang on staff.
And they
Beth
asked
played, and Beth said Gary was the one she would bang.
Really?
And who did she pick tonight? Sal. Sal was the least likely. But Beth then said she was just doing it. Like, she doesn't really want to bang anybody here.
Right. Well, I got it. You got to answer the question.
Yeah.
How do you answer that question?
Who on the staff would I bang? Let's see.
But it can't be Lisa G because she's a girl. You got to just
I have to bang one of the guys?
Yeah.
Well, Teddy's kind of cute.
Okay.
You know, I think. Look, everybody knows it would be Gary. I mean, that's no surprise to
right.
anyone,
Well, you
right?
guys are already banging.
Yeah.
But outside of Gary, who would be the next? It would be Teddy?
Yeah, probably Teddy.
And who would be the worst?
The least likely to bang?
Coming
that's
in
tough.
right now.
No. Maybe, that's a tough call. I'd have to really think about
Come on,
that.
John.
No, I'm
the
giving you an
audience is
answer.
waiting for you.
I'm sure
to
with bated breath.
Ask Natalie who she would do.
I'm getting to Natalie. Oh, Jason. Thank you, Teddy. Definitely Jason. Same question to you now, Natalie.
Huh.
And don't say Howard because that's a cop out.
Howard will be out. Okay. I'm going to go with Gary. Just kidding. I'm going to go with Will. Will's a cutie pie.
You like Will?
Yeah. Hate to be typical.
Yeah.
But Will's a cutie
That's
pie.
everyone's answer. That's why I said Teddy instead of Will.
Sorry.
Least
and then
likely?
least.
Be honest.
Oh, I will be. You know, I'll go with Sal too. Sal's handsome, but only because he's just so creepy and just seems so fucked up as far as his view on women and stuff. I couldn't enjoy myself.
Let's go with Celebrity Superfan, which I listened to and I really enjoyed. I think you and Probst do a great job, and it was a good panel.
He does a really good job for not listening to the show, don't you think?
No, I know Probst is a big fan, and
He is.
and I was surprised with the Pieces of Vinyl thing because he did watch our show, so that kind of threw me a little bit. But that being said, you feel like not everyone. Now, look, you're a unique super fan. You could
A
take
freak,
on.
you can say it.
No, you could take on the regular super fans and hold your own. I think,
I
but
could be on the regular Superfan roundtable.
but you say Andy Richter, who I thought was fantastic on Celebrity Superfan,
Yeah.
really knows it. You could tell when people listen to the show
Yeah.
6 to 10, 30, or however long it goes, right?
He knew everything, absolutely. And Krista Miller listens all the time as well. And then who was the other one? Danny
Zucker?
Danny Zucker seemed to be for real.
And I thought Jason Alexander, he had to leave early, but I thought he was good. I thought he was good on the show.
He was knowledgeable, but not about current stuff.
So he was going back to the old stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a listener he is.
And you're saying
I know.
Knoxville is a poser or is not a poser? Let's get this straight.
I actually wasn't. He did give me the blank stare on Pieces of Vinyl. He didn't know Pieces of Vinyl. So I'm going to have to go poser.
Wow.
But cute poser.
That makes it okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. We're forgetting. Oh, Cordry. Cordry's a...
He seemed like a true fan as well.
And I think you've talked about this with Howard before, though. But when you meet somebody and you find out they're really a Howard fan, they go up like 100 notches in your eyes, right?
Absolutely. Well, we're just going to have something to talk about, which is fantastic. I never go out, but I go to that Jimmy Kimmel party every year because that's my peeps.
And how was the Kimmel party this go around?
It's fun because we all talk Howard and everybody knows everybody because of that, and it's just fun. You walk in and know you're on the same ground, whatever that term is. Now I feel like JD.
Common ground?
Common ground. There you go. Thank you.
And how deep do the conversations go? I mean, you could talk anything. Like, can you tell when people are like, yeah, they like Howard, but they really don't know the show, versus somebody who can, break down Benji's Vortex, for example?
I think I'm just drawn to the people I know are already super fans, so that's kind of who I go talk to. Ryan Philippe, and he's cute
Another
as well.
cute
But
one. There seems to be a pattern here, Natalie. Do you talk to any ugly super fans?
Let me see. Yeah, I talked to a couple.
Okay, just checking. What's the approach with Howard, though, at that party? Is everyone kind of stepping back, or does anybody, move everyone out of the way to go talk to him?
I don't know. I am just sort of excited to be in the environment with a bunch of super fans, but Howard, I heard him complaining about the party and that he does, first of all, his timeline, he spent 30, 45 minutes talking to everyone. He was there for 9 hours, I think, after that recap. But he complained about it. But I have to say, what nobody pointed out is Howard and Beth are standing at the entrance of Jimmy's house, greeting everyone. It was like a wedding reception. So to say he got stuck outside, that's kind of where he placed himself.
I see.
Because he is a very gracious guy, and he is, I'm sure thankful, or just at least gracious, that Jimmy threw him this party. But they do stand there like the welcoming committee. So for me, I just felt like I had about a minute, and then my job was to just go inside. So I felt like I was following the protocol, but I guess he talked to other people longer. But I'm just excited. I don't want to be on Howard's radar to talk about from the party. So I kind of say hi and be all nice, and then I go talk to everyone else.
Now, somebody else at the party this year was Gary. With
Mary.
That's right. Let's talk about Gary for a second, because he's not here. And then when he comes in,
that's the best time to talk about
Of course. But I can't tell. I know you like breaking Gary's balls, no doubt about it. But I can't tell if there's something more there or not. That's the weird thing on the show. You can tell when someone's kind of getting in your face just because you want that reaction. But then sometimes it's like, no, I really do think you should be doing this, this, and this. How do you really feel?
Well, I like Gary fine, but what I say about the things that bug me are real. But there's things about my husband that bug me. That doesn't mean I don't like him. Gary likes to just put a big blanket on the whole thing. She doesn't like me, and just dismiss what I'm saying. But no, I like Gary fine.
How do you think he feels about you?
I think he probably doesn't like me.
And do you care? Does that bother you?
Yes, I care. I want Gary to like me, but I won't lose sleep over it.
It seems like, again, in the last Celebrity Superfan, when they asked you the question, it was teed up. I knew you were going to say Gary, and Gary was there. It wasn't like he was, back here listening.
Well, yes, I do go at it, but part of it is because I do have something to say. But I, like Howard, feel the same. I just feel the pressure to make it entertaining, and I did feel like the show was kind of safe and just a bunch of celebrities being very safe and saying the right thing, and it was a bit of an eye roll. So I sometimes have to put myself out there just to do what I think is interesting radio. So yes, I got very honest. It was hard right in front of Gary's face. And then after the fact, I realized, oh, shit, that's Mary on the couch. And I felt bad. But then I decided, if I had recognized that was Mary before then, I would have got her on the mic and asked her if Gary's like that at home, and if she feels like he listens to her.
And when you were criticizing Gary today, Howard jumped right in. He wasn't exactly disagreeing with you.
Well, that's the funny thing, too. Howard has been making fun of Gary for years and years and years and years and years. But he has lots of lead time on me.
I walked in and you're saying
making up for a long
but why?
Well, do we really? Do you want me to go through the reasons that he makes fun of you?
No, but you were saying he makes fun of me, which I'm aware of.
Right, but I'm saying it doesn't seem to bother you. You still.
Well, he pays me.
Right, that helps. I've got $1.
You do it for free.
But Natalie was saying, like her husband, she'll pick on him sometimes if she feels like he's out of line, or
Well, he's married to her. He has to take her shit.
So do you take Mary's shit? That's my
sometimes.
question.
Yeah, I do. Don't you take some of his shit sometimes?
Absolutely.
That you wouldn't take from somebody else because you're not married to them.
Well, you know what? Actually, I think I'm pretty good at maybe trying to listen to what people would say about me and
I like how you brought
let it sink in.
I like how you brought that back to me.
But
I like how you tried to take it away from you.
Natalie likes to mix it up, and she likes you.
She's got an opinion.
And
She's got an opinion.
and she likes you. But I know you think you're not sure, sort of where Natalie comes in. On
Sometimes
this.
it's hard. You know, Natalie's got an interesting move because Natalie's cute and she's got a big smile and she has a big laugh, which you can sometimes use all those while you're putting the knife in.
Well, listen, some people get the knife without the laugh.
Oh, that sounds ugly. That
is.
sounds terrible.
I wouldn't want to
It's
get
rare.
that. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get
It's
that.
well, I
knife.
scare myself.
But
when that happens.
you're very disarming because you could take a shot at somebody but you're a sweet person.
Well, and also I think I'm just I listen to the show so much that
Right.
I feel I know you guys more than you obviously. So you're looking at me like, who's this singer having all these opinions about my ass?
But you don't. But like a super fan.
Yeah.
You don't really know us.
Right.
But
That's what I'm saying.
right.
This is just, I know you from the show and I'm
Right.
wrapped up in this world, so I feel open to say it because that's what the show is about.
Right.
And I get the show and I'm just having fun.
Take a guess who Natalie picked on most likely to who she'd bang on the staff and least likely. Who do you think?
Well, Howard would be most likely.
Howard, we
He was,
eliminated.
he was out.
Fred. I would think she would bang Fred.
Fred didn't get the vote.
Wow, because I'm trying to think of if we're going for looks or like respect of like who she thinks is funny.
Looks.
So Will?
You got
okay,
it.
good. And least would have to be, sorry, but I think it's Benji.
No. It's not actually.
Scott the engineer?
No, Sal, just because he's so weird and fucked up about girls, I couldn't enjoy myself.
You couldn't bang a guy who wants a bang tan mom?
I couldn't bang a guy who wants to fuck a girl, have the I'll never forget, this was years ago. Sal said his dream was to fuck a girl and then for the power to go out, and he kicks her out of his house naked on the front steps with I don't know what electricity had to do with
Wow.
it, but the power had to go out apparently for her to have to leave, and that was just so angry. It's so fucked up.
You missed I don't know if you heard the other day, but Sal talked about he likes a woman who wants to be humiliated. So humiliating a woman is not good, but if a woman wants to be choked and spit on, that's awesome.
Right. I did hear that, of course.
Now, whose sexual antics do you sort of like, dislike, whatever it might be? You talked about Sal's a little bit. We understand. Lately, you've getting a lot of stories from Ronnie Mund about his sexual expertise.
I love listening to Ronnie.
What do you think? Is Ronnie a pro? Does he know what he's doing there?
I have no idea.
Or are you completely put off by what he has to say?
I'm taking his word for it, but I just love listening to Ronnie and picturing my grandfather because